So welcome, ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems. This is a side quest.
Hello.
We have everyone here except for Elliott. Yeah.
He wasn't invited.
Usually I have a name for these side. Well, I don't tell you guys the names. Oh wait, I do have a name for this side quest. Cool. So yeah, this is taking place. Also, just putting it out there. We're, I think 4 out of the 6 of us are just eating while playing. Well,
You forgot to say stop.
Just 8, so.
yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of chewing noises.
Man, I'm switching to my laptop real quick.
Especially from my end. Alright. Well, this is taking place after the Ashbound rescue. After everyone has come home safe and snug at the Vanguard, at the Fairhaven Vanguard headquarters. And technically after you guys have been given the portal nexus back. So that's interesting. Yeah.
To the moon land.
So, if
It's not volume.
if Oliver, oh wait, hold on, I need to get the right song for this. Give me a second.
Turn up the music on.
That's a little too little, but you know it's fine. It's fine.
Jesus fucking Christ. You're making so much more noise in the music box.
I want spicy mayo. Thank you.
Okay. There we go. I got what I needed.
What the fuck?
The music thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit?
What is what bullshit?
Oliver.
Is that playing? It is playing. It's just very quiet. Alright, if I can kindly ask Oliver, Eliza, and Andrew to... Oh, did my Discord freeze? No. Their Discord froze.
Gross? Confused.
Yeah, your video just froze. Okay,
Oh.
Oliver, Eliza, and Andrew, if you guys could kindly deafen yourselves, and
Oliver.
Andrew, if you could scurry away for a little bit.
Bye.
What?
Shoo.
Oh, I have to leave?
For a bit.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Damn. I thought y'all were just kidding.
I'll let you know when to come back, I guess.
Leotorin.
Yes.
Ever since you've died, and admittedly, even for a while leading up to that event, you've had nightmares. You know, the stuff you've dealt with is not so easily processed. But every once in a while you have nightmares. But ever since you died, they've gotten worse. Even if the dream is unrelated, flashes of your past come through. You get flashes of your mother, your father, of your training, of the life you used to live, and it's almost all of it is warped. Everything you see of this time before entering Thelanis, the Fey Court, all of it, it feels like a lie. Or even fake. You're so disconnected from it, just almost watching these old memories play like an observer. All of it feels this way, except for those memories of your mother. They are the purest, crystal clear images out of all of your dreams. And as much as you remember or forget about these dreams, you always remember just your mother's face. And that's been happening to this extent for the week you guys were traveling back to Fairhaven before you got the Portal Nexus back, before tonight. And it's up to you whether Leo would have told anybody about these occurrences. But on this night, you get flashes of what your father, Lucian, considered a lesson. You remember just being in a dark room with a circle drawn on the ground, being surrounded by a bunch of your peers, all of you very young. Even for being elves, you were children. And you remember having to fight each other, taking turns, being the person in the center of the circle, fighting off, at the very least, 3 of your peers at the same time. And all of you wielding completely real, completely deadly weapons. You remember Argon stabbing forward at you with a sword. You remember Mib coming at you with throwing darts, just standing at the outer edge of the circle, throwing them at you, as Ignatius was just in your face with 2 daggers. He was definitely more into this than the others. You know, you beefed with him, for sure. And from this omniscient, like, almost audience member's perspective, you hear a voice coming from the darkness. The only thing that is illuminated is this circle, and you and your peers fighting each other pretty much to the death. All of you are weak, worthless, insignificant. With those words ringing out in your ears, you get distracted for just a second, but it's enough as you feel a white-hot pain in the center of your chest, right between your ribs, as you look back forward and you see Ignatius has one of the daggers bare minimum 4 or 5 inches down into your chest, and is just sneering in your face. You see the blow sends you falling backwards, and you know a fatal blow in this context. Everyone stops fighting, and you just stumbled back in the pain and fell down on your back, and looking up, all you could see was a figure that you would have seen perfectly well if you were truly living through this. But looking back on it now, this memory is unclear. You just see a shadow figure. You know who it's supposed to be. You know it's Lucian. But you see no details. It is just a dark, shadowy figure. Maybe 11, 12 feet tall, insanely lanky arms that are disproportionate. They seem to just go down below the belt line quite a bit, almost the fingertips reaching the knees. And thin, but not weak. And you see the silhouette's head look down to you. And it says, "The only valuable part of any of you is my blood." One of the lanky arms reaches down, grips the blade that is still in your chest, and in one swift motion, rips it out, throws it across the room, and picks you up by your shirt and just hoists you up to their height. Your feet, at this point, you're maybe 3-4 feet tall. They're holding you at least 6 feet off the ground, just up in the air. And they make it so you look them right in the face. As they say, now quieter, not loud enough for the whole group to hear, but quieter for you to know that it's directed specifically at you. "I thought you were supposed to be the best of my children, Leotorin. After all, your mother and I are more genetically compatible than I am with any of these mongrels' parents. You disappoint me. Run it again!" And he throws you into the center of the circle as Ignatius skitters off to pick up his second dagger, and Argan, Ignatius, and Mib ready themselves in a combat stance. As you're let go and thrown into the center of the circle, you feel this dark, twisted magic from Lucian's hand that it's not the standard healing magic you've felt from, like, medics or your mother or even from, let's say, Ara. It's not necessarily... It's not evil. It's just cold. It's dispassionate. It's neutral, I'd say. But also foreign, almost. As you watch, it's not a pulse of glowing healing energy that mends your wound. It is almost, you feel yourself get tired as your own healing seems to speed up in your body as the muscle fibers begin to stitch themselves back together in your chest, as your ribs realign, as your skin covers the whole process before you get to watch it finish, and you land on your back in the middle of the circle. A dagger is thrown and sticks right into the stone floor next to your head. And you slowly stand up, draw the dagger, and get ready to fight again. Angel can come back.
You can come back.
You guys can unmute! Or undeafen, or whatever. Can they hear me? Hi.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Okay, so what was it?
So, Leotorin.
Why are you smiling?
Leotorin, you wake up.
He's talking large in a minute too.
You wake up in the Vanguard compound, and what would you say... Actually, first question, who would you say you share a room with?
Sexy Charlamagne.
Because you guys get to pick. You're given the... What's it called? Each room holds 2 people. It's not like a college dorm. There's a decent amount of space. You each have your own personal space. It's co-ed. But you guys are given a certain number of rooms for all of you. Who would you say you share rooms with?
I imagine Leo would probably share a room with, I'll go with Charlemagne.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Alright. What would you say your demeanor is like waking up?
Leo is in a cold sweat, and he's, like, gripping at his chest and, like, breathing heavily.
Ew.
And it's pretty early in the morning, and Charlemagne is not the most perceptive of folk. So even with the ruckus you make, Charlemagne just like, you think he wakes up as he turns over in your direction, but you see his eyes are still closed, and he just stretches and then turns back on his other side again, facing away from
And he
you.
farts.
And he farts.
Oh.
And the bastard.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. He lets out a nice stretch.
And that's the
of
only
his-
fire magic he has. Yep. It ignites a little bit.
Alright, so what do you do when you wake up, Leo? So do you go back to sleep, or do you just stay awake?
Leo stays awake, and I would say he would start getting ready for the day.
Alright. So Charlemagne.
Yeah.
You eventually come to. Does Charlemagne sleep in? Or is he... Oh, what's it called? Does he wake up on time every morning? What do you say?
Charlemagne does not wake up in single digits.
So by the time you wake up, Charlemagne, would Leo
Yeah.
still be in the room?
Uh,
Oh, that's a Jimmy's question.
Sure.
Would Leo still be in the room by the PMs?
No, we would be out prowling the streets usually.
Alright.
if I don't know if it matters.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was kind of check.
I would say that, just FYI, I don't think I'm controlling Brown for the side mission, because I still have to do some things for him.
I'm not going to combat already.
No. It matters, because the stats change.
Why are you not?
Shut the fuck up. I'll play as the other guy for right now.
David's gonna be
And I would say he would just be exploring
Wait,
the
Yeah, so what is everyone doing today? We'll go down the list.
Wait,
We'll
what
say-
day is it? Is it
Monday.
like
Monday.
right after?
It's a
Like the
I'd
battle?
say, huh? Let's actually let's see. Let's find out. Let's roll. Crazy, it's a game of
Roll?
ball dice. I'm doing it. It's let's say 3 days after you guys got back from the rescue. So everyone is fully rested up. You guys are just. It is mid-fall. And you guys are, just it's a standard day. You guys are still waiting for your next mission. So down the list, Eliza, what is Beavis up to today?
Where's Brom?
I would say in the room. He's probably still recovering.
You're not playing as Brom. No. Where's Brom?
I still fucking control my character.
He still controls the goddamn character.
Okay. Does Beavis share a room with Ara?
Are you sure? Oh.
That's up
Okay.
to you.
Yes, we're roommates.
I don't remember. Why would you be roommates to Ara?
Ron and Beavis be fucking?
Oh,
He's a unit.
Oh.
Much long.
Oh,
Rom is a computer.
Brom's a
You
CPU.
know.
Wait, so are we not roommates?
We're in a bonus room.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
So
Well,
we're both.
you guys can
We're
switch up
both
your
Brom's
rooms as you
roommate?
will. Like, you
The
guys are
Bangor
just
gets
given
bigger,
rooms.
you get too many switches, though.
Do Brom, Beavis, and Ara share a room?
You
Sure.
could if you like.
It's a threesome.
I mean, would
And my little claws with all
would
Burn
Brom
me
even
face.
use a bed? I assume he'd
Would
just
Ron
like,
use the bed?
yeah. I mean,
No. I'd be just
He
standing
just sits
quickly
there
before
in the
the
closet.
coffee.
yeah. So while Ara and Beavis are sleeping, you just stand there. Does that make sense? The three of you sharing a room?
So Brom is just standing in the middle of the room. It's the early morning or morning-ish, early afternoon. Anyway, and he's doing his thing. We have a cat
It's
now.
around.
She's
It's
never
around
there, but-
1. Yeah. What do
Okay,
you
it's
guys do?
round 1. Beavis just woke up from her little slumber, and she's sitting on the side of her bed with her little bird feet dangling off the side, staring at Brom, going, "Hey, Brom, what do you want to do today?" And Brom's not responding. And I'm like, "Brom, are you there?"
When he pulls out the gun and just puts it in his mouth,
No.
blows his brains out right there.
I'm gonna turn to Ara and go, "Brom, do you want to go do something else today?"
What the fuck did you say?
Yes, please just.
Cut out.
Okay, thank you.
Ara, Brom's broken. Do you want to go do something else today?
I just kind of shrug my shoulders.
Ara, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Don't believe you, Ara. I can read people like I can read maps. I can read maps so good.
Beavis, I don't think you know what to read.
Shut the fuck up, Brom. You're dead. Anyway, so, Ara, since you're in such a chipper mood, let's go explore.
So I can
Okay.
die.
Do you have like a nut family or anything?
Leo, where would you be?
Leo is trying to find Maki
Mhm.
in the Vanguard place or whatever,
Mhm.
and he requests from the director a small leave of absence with Maki. He's going to go investigate some stuff.
All right.
Okay.
Do you invite any of your compatriots along?
Sure. So Leo, he goes up to whoever he sees. He says, "Do you guys want to make a visit to the university, or what is it called? The College of
Wynarn.
University of Wynarn, I'm pretty sure.
I need to do some studying of something."
Ara really needs to go to the University of Wynarn because she needs to research happiness.
And you guys see as I'm like holding Maki's hand, like dragging him along with me.
Yeah, Maki's just got your hand. He's just ding, 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 walking with you guys.
How
As
was
soon as he
Maki
comes into your room, he just looks over to all of you. Hello.
How is Maki? Is he acting any different since his rude separation from the time to place of order?
Make an insight check.
Can you pull up insight for my wizard guy? Or I wouldn't know about that. Then. That was just
Yeah, your wizard guy would know.
yeah, I wouldn't know about that. Brom's not there.
Yeah,
The wizard
Brom's
guy.
dead.
Maybe someone else asked the question and make the insight check.
Maybe she thinks she's very
Well,
helpful.
Brom's there. Maki, or Leo's walking into Brom, Ara, and Brom or Beavis' room.
What's my insight on Brom then?
Find out.
Oh, Brom is incapacitated.
Didn't say that. He just said they ran into Brom.
No, I
Plus
beat
5.
him.
Plus 5?
Plus
8
5.
total.
What?
8 total.
I mean, he's pretty weird. He's a creature from another plane. Like he
If
just.
he's weird, I'm gonna bully him.
I mean, he just generally acts unlike people do. He's very robotic, but you haven't noticed much of a change.
Hmm.
Alright.
Leo?
So. I feel like you guys are peeking the laptops and like maybe lower the input or raise the input or something.
Why do you want to research this stuff about Maki?
I'm not researching stuff about him. I'm using him.
Why are you using Maki to research? What are we researching?
He's smart. He knows stuff. I'm sure he'll come in handy.
About?
Just some stuff about where I come from.
Where do you come from?
That's a really good question, and I would like to find that out.
I come from.
And so Leo, he grabs out of his pocket a flower, and this he like hands it over to Mara, and he's like, after all, we all have to find out where we all come from. It's a flower from your homeland.
Mine?
Yeah, I picked it before we left.
It's all smashed up.
I like.
What's the
Well,
link?
I don't know what to do with this.
Put it in your hair.
My choppy bob.
Yeah.
Nah, I got that fixed. I'm slaying. Okay, I put it in my hair, and I blush a little bit.
Alright. So, I assume you also pick up Charlamagne. With Charlamagne, what are you doing this early in the morning, 1 p.m.?
I'm just kind of like sitting at the
Still sleeping
table,
in.
looking at everybody, really sleepy. Chewing on some bread and cheese.
Some cheese.
Yeah.
Yummy.
If you don't go back to Discord in the next 3 seconds, I'm gonna stab you.
Just kind of like generally interested in what everyone's talking about.
So you guys are heading to the university?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Is there anything you guys talk about or do along the way, or are you just going straight there?
Leo, well, if anyone's interested in hearing Leo's story, I guess since Beavis is asking so many questions, he's like, I've been having a lot of nightmares recently.
Nightmare.
And they're about my past, and I need to learn more about it. So that's why we're going to the university today, to study some stuff.
Study nightmares.
Alright.
Would the Eskarald here?
Oh yeah, would you have picked up Eskarald as well? What was that interaction like? Did you guys... Yeah, so Eskarald. It's been a little weird for you.
Wait,
You
what
got
does he
picked
look
up...
like?
Oh, well, we'll
Is
get to
that
that in
the
a second. Eskarald, you got picked up by the Vanguard, saved after being captured by the Ashbound, and for some reason, or for whatever reason, after being saved by this organization, decided to join them. And there's definitely been an adjustment period these past 3 days, getting used to this completely new environment, and all these new people. And would you guys say you would have invited Eskarald, or was it just happenstance? Like he saw you guys all grouped up going somewhere, or how would you say he ended up along?
He's asking me. Why stop? Silence.
Silence.
Okay. Well, if I have any say in this, I would say that I would have probably overheard.
Mhm.
Like, he's a pretty sly fellow, and I would have, upon hearing going to some library, would have perked up and gotten a little excited because he's a little bit of a fucking nerd, and asked to tag along.
Ooh.
Well, how would you guys have reacted?
What's he look like?
He's quiet.
Is
He's
he,
hot.
Is he
Well,
hot?
if I could describe him again, his name's Eskarald. He is a tall elf. Obviously, all my characters have to be tall. He's at least like 6'5". And he's pale of complexion. You notice that he's got striking amber eyes and black hair, and he's kind of got a chiseled chin with a little bit of more like morning aftershave, I guess you could say,
I'm gonna kill
or 3 o'clock shadow. And he almost has like a homeless look to him. He's got kind of a ratty trench coat with He's got a ratty trench coat with a high collar, and one of his sleeves is kind of tattered and removed. And there's a white bandage going up his forearm. You can see, kind of tightly wound. But yeah, that's him.
How do you guys
I
react
haven't
to him
decided his
asking?
voice from him yet.
I go.
For the OG Atonement members, how would you have reacted to him asking to come along?
Oh, we established this group about like a couple months ago. It's kind of weird just having you join.
No.
Yeah, it's weird. No, usually we have
Oh my
two
God.
other people.
I go
I'm
up
not
to him.
I'm not asking to join your group. You guys are just talking about a library, and I'm very curious about what's in there. I'm always on the quest for knowledge, I guess you could say. Why are you laughing? Is that funny? Do
It's because he's getting close.
you not read books? I love.
Your voice Eskarald sounds very similar to that I knew
I
from
go
the
up to him. I go up to him, and I pull his ear.
Hey, don't do that, please.
Ooh,
He's
Leo.
he's a
No,
high
no,
elf.
He's a what?
He's a high elf. He's got pointy ears.
I was just checking if they were fake.
What? Why would they be fake?
R is an elven purist.
Exactly.
R is having a little identity crisis at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was an elf too, but he don't got pointy ears.
I'm a half elf. And my ears were ripped off.
What do I notice about this person's ears? She points at me.
Wait, what?
No, I'm asking the DM. What do I like that?
What do you want?
I don't know who this. I don't know who. I'm trying to. I forget. I don't know who this guy's name is. Eliza.
Oh.
Well, you've been around these people the past 3 days. You would have gotten to know each other.
Okay.
Well, you've known them for like a week and a half. How much they have
But we couldn't
chosen?
talk.
How much they have chosen to interact with you is up to them.
I would have
We-
said. I would say this character is fairly reclusive. He very much sticks to the shadows, and
I hate him.
you hate a quiet character, Eliza. You don't like Brown, who talks a lot.
Beavis is like, I don't like you.
Okay. Well,
You can't sit with us.
You get to our table.
these little birds like you. I'm a man. I don't like you very much too.
Wait. So are you two brothers then?
Who's brothers?
Our
No. He's not my
Alfred.
brother. You just said something was funny about his ears, and I was curious as to what.
What's funny about your ears?
My ears?
Yeah. He's asking you a question. I don't
Oh.
know if you want to answer him or not.
If you look at my ears, you can see that they're not pointy like yours. It's because they're ripped off where the point would be.
Are they obviously ripped, or are you telling me they've been ripped?
I'm telling
They're
you.
mangled and fucked up.
Yeah, they're a little mangled.
They're
They're just
snagging.
like barely hanging on. They're
Kind of
cracking down. Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of a botched job. I tell
Oh.
people I'm human though.
Oh my god, Beavis, do you have ears?
do not look up owl ears. Owl ears are disturbing.
Oh yes!
Do
you
not
guys,
look up
this
owl
is
ears.
my ear.
I'll send
Parts or
pictures
feathers.
to
You
the
look
Discord.
at she
What
parts
about
the feathers and
Charlemagne? Does Charlemagne have ears?
They're burnt off.
Sit on me. I pluck my feathers and you see a hole just in the side of my head.
Wait, I want to see.
Check VA. Or not putting
You
that
just
in
hear
the
an audible like,
There you
Where
go.
are they?
You can see the back of her fucking eyeballs if you look
In
into where her
discussion.
eyeballs are.
Wait, you actually see that?
Owl ears are disturbing.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I fucking
Let's see
recoiled.
this.
Ah! Ah! Can you put that away? Cover it back up with your feathers.
No.
These aren't even the worst ones. Some you can see they're just gaping holes, and you can see like their eyes and tube that goes into their brain.
Ugh.
Alright, so
Well, we're bonded now. Everybody's seen each other's ears. and holes.
I'm just gonna tuck my feathers back and flatten them out and go, nobody got ears.
And then Eskarald goes like, interesting, is that how you hear? And he'll pull out a journal, and he'll, in his other hand, create like almost what he just saw in like his hand, but with an illusion. And then Mage Hand will come out and start drawing a picture here in the fucking journal. And he's looking at it, he's like, everything, no, fade that part. Interesting. I didn't know they had a gaping hole in their head. Your brain must be so small.
You know, there's a legend in my culture.
Trust me, we know. We know.
From my culture, explaining how ears came to be. My mother used to tell me when I was a small child that the first owl that was ever born, you know, the discussion of whether or not it was the egg or the owl that came first really comes up a lot. But anyway, the first owl that came up, he got shot in the head with an arrow by somebody, probably not an elf or anything like that, and it wasn't a woman or anything like that. Arrow. Anyway, got shot in the head with an arrow, and it went right through them, and then they could hear the wind whistling through, and they trained their ears.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind that whistles through those holes, but not a lot in between.
Could you tell me that story when you get the chance, from just like beginning to end? I'd love to record it sometime.
Beavis feels weird. I just say, wow, this is...
You're saying there's a hole from here to the other ear?
I guess, but like, over...
Oh.
Right?
Your mic is cutting out and we can't hear anything, and so you're just like...
You didn't hear any of that?
Use your phone. One of you, for better audio quality, use your phone.
I want to slap his hand, and then I'll drag Beavis to my side because she's uncomfortable.
No, I'm happy uncomfortable. He's actually listening.
Oh! Never mind. I don't do any of that. I just stand there, smiling awkwardly, like...
No.
But then we have to log on. Oh, just do a Discord deal. Alvin's gonna join on Discord on his phone.
Yeah.
Protect.
Alright, well, yeah, while they do that, so you guys head to the university. And you guys have already established yourselves within the University of Wynarn. So you're given entry, you get access to the library, and what are you guys going to be researching?
So Leo is going to be researching.
Leo, you are feeling a bit of a headache.
Oh. Do you want an aspirin?
Leo's going to start researching into Fey Realm and other types of healing magic that involve speeding up the body's process.
Alright. What's called the rest of you think about. We'll do one at a time. We'll do one research topic each at a time, and just loop until everyone feels they've done whatever they want to do. So all of you think about what you want to research.
Scratch Fey Realm and replace it with portals.
Well, what do you want to research first? Like one topic.
I guess since it's off the top of his head because he just dreamt of it. The healing magic.
All right, make an investigation check, and you guys can have Maki help one of you, or make a
what check?
Investigation.
Investigation. I don't know. Oh wait, here we go. Oh no! Hang on, I'm loading up the.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
How's it sound? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can get this mission kind of.
You might just need to speak up a bit, but other than that, it's good. It's better.
Oh, let's get it closer to us. Move your fucking shit out of the way, or I'm gonna kill you so hard.
Alright. So making that investigation check.
I don't know my stats.
I can tell you the numbers. It's +0.
+0. Oh god.
You want Maki to do it for you? I'll say one of you can use Maki per like round. Alright, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Does he give me like a boost?
He'll just use, if you are proficient, he's proficient. If you're also proficient, you can help him or he can help you. He has a higher modifier than you though. So probably just have him do it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so still roll, but it's +0. Because you provide him no benefit by helping him because you're not proficient.
But if I have him do it for me, then is it plus something?
No, because in order to help somebody, you need to be proficient. You're not proficient.
Oh, okay.
So just both of you doing it separately. But he's better than you, so.
Yeah. Wait, I can actually do it on my laptop. It seems. Okay, investigation. I got a 12.
Oliver, you're on your DM account.
I did it just so I can control everyone. We're not looking at the screen right now. We just got the whatchamacallit.
Alright.
You know when you say what
So Maki comes back to you with a handful of books. And he does more of the reading. He's like narrating to you, essentially, the gist of what his research is. Well, he explains that essentially there are multiple types of healing magic. The type you seem to be describing is fairly standard biomancy. Of course, all healing is biomancy in one way, shape, or form, but this is not divine. But I am unclear based on your description as to whether it is materic or psionic. It seems to be a rapid acceleration of the body's own healing, natural healing. That could be many things. Straight biomancy, concentrated chronomancy, or many other things. But there is no way a small wound, as you described, would be healed with such powerful magic.
Interesting. Is there anything that says where that magic could come from?
Oh. There is healing magic in many. Healing magic can be accomplished through many different supernatural powers. So pinpointing an exact source without directly seeing the action would be pretty difficult. But we can make some assumptions. Do you remember seeing the person who did the healing make any gestures or say anything to activate the power, the ability?
All I remember is that he touched the wound with his hand. Reached out with his arm and almost grabs me and tossed me.
Well, you remember he was holding your shirt. He didn't touch the wound.
Oh.
Yeah. So he didn't say any sort of incantation or do any form of gesture.
Not that I recall.
then that leads me to believe this is some sort of psionic healing.
Interesting. In that case, is there psionic healing, or is there any sort of realm that psionic people specialize in that?
Where's the apple juice? Where's the apple juice? Eliza took it from me. She had it.
Over, it's over here.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. So we'll keep that thought. We'll get to that on your next turn. All right. Who wants to research next? All right.
I'm raising my hand, you
Beavis, what do you want to research?
Okay. I don't like libraries.
I want to put spikes in my
And I know how to read. But okay, so you're not even wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, but I really want to make some friends, and was thinking about it. And is there a circulation desk?
Yep.
All right. Is there a person behind the circulation desk?
Mhm.
What do they look like?
This roof and I'll finish it with racing.
They're a rather bulky but androgynous figure. They're fairly light-skinned. And you don't see their ears over just a long curtain of curly hair. So there are not too many like very obvious distinguishing factors of what like species they are.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna waddle up to the desk and stand on my tiptoes and say,
They look down to you as you walk up and you're not finding words and they just say, hello.
well, hello there.
Embers is doubtfire.
Be quiet. I'll keep talking every time I say something. He's so distracting. Anyway,
March.
I'm gonna leave. Hello. My name is Beavis. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color. Can I help you?
Oh, I was just wanting to make some small talk with somebody while my friends did some research so I could get better at making friends.
Oh. Well, hello. Well, what's your name?
My name is Beavis. I've already said that, but I can repeat it. That's okay. I understand. Anyway, Beavis is like Beavis. That is definitely not short for anything. We don't have to get into that. Just Beavis. What's your name?
Andrus.
Andrus. Andrus. Andrus? Is it Andrus or Andrus?
Andrus.
It's just okay. Well, that's cool. What's your favorite color, Andrus?
I'd say maybe a nice turquoise or blue-ish color.
Turquoise? That's
What about
nice.
you, Beavis?
I'm colorblind.
Well, Beavis, you still see
Black,
some
but white's
colors,
also
right?
good.
Shh. I'm sorry, what was that? The voice?
You still see some colors, right?
I see a gray.
Blood.
I see. I see gray. I see white. I see black sometimes. I see dark gray. I see light gray.
Is
I see
Beavis's vision completely monochromatic? Or does she just not know the name of colors?
Honestly, all of them are believable.
Both of those options sound like valid answers. I really don't know.
Alright.
Alex,
Well, she says, well, Beavis, What's your favorite color that you do see?
Chartreuse.
Bro, you just said that you don't know the name of color.
You're not there.
She's like, charcuterie.
Chartreuse?
And you see they cock their head at that, and they're like, chartreuse. What type of... Is that a shade of something, or is it...
It's a shade of gray, I think. I've heard it before. I just like the name. I think it's funny. You know, I think having kids is stupid, but if I ever have a cat, or I have a cat, well, if I ever have a hamster, I'll probably name them Chartreuse.
It's not what the color I was thinking of what it looked like. I thought it was like a brown.
Oh yeah, it's like an oil yellow green the color.
I thought it would be like brown.
It's like a lime green.
Yeah.
Do you have any children? Are you married?
Oh no. I don't have any. I don't have a spouse, but I don't have any children either.
She's failing me.
I can't hear Alan. Oh. Why don't you have any children?
Why are you alone?
they get a little flush in their face. You can very clearly see the reddish, pinkish, like blush, because of their very light skin. And they say, I just haven't put too much thought in it, really. I don't know.
Neither, I guess. I'm not trying to get on a date with this library keeper.
Is Brom gonna put an end to this?
Do your friends need help? Like I can help look for books or.
Beavis turns around and looks at her friends. They're all fucking lost. She's like, yeah, I think they're fine. Do you guys have any picture books? Or you could read to me. When I was a little kid, my grandma used to read to me. Could you read to me? Or picture books. That's a good option too. Do you have either of those?
Yes, yeah, the picture books.
Children's
so
section.
The children's section.
In the history of Eberron.
They're that way.
Would you like some chicken fingers and fry?
That's cannibalism.
Chicken nuggets, perhaps? Could you walk me over there, please?
They have to like almost squat and bend over a lot to grab your hand or walk with you, but they lead you over there. Alright, I'll use the bathroom real quick, and we can. Whoever wants to research next can do so.
I'm just saying, as soon as they leave me in the children's section, I'm grabbing a fucking encyclopedia or like giant ass book or like Stephen King book, and I'm just gonna read it in the corner, completely literate.
There are none in the kids section.
Upside down.
You, DM. I have
Upside down in your hands.
I'll be right back.
You got like your finger on the page, like.
I'm trying to sound out syllables.
Yeah.
Read. Read. Apple. And she's like, good job, Beavis. Good job. I can read, guys. Guys, I can read. What's that? I was gonna say, push me. Yeah.
I
Like,
Big.
like the color
Chartreuse.
of blood.
pull out the gun.
Dude, the entire time that I was doing that interaction, Oliver, every single time I said a word, was whispering things next to me. He went to, and you're fucking out of frame, so they can't even see you.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Can I have the apple juice?
Nope.
Why?
I am the guest here. In fact, give me all your money.
He's pulling out his knife on me. Just
See how much he cares? He didn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. I'm dying.
Sorry for Ara.
Whoa, I'm dead.
Let's see, I see that as a net positive.
I hear my name.
It's annoying as
I
character.
hear my name.
Oliver cut me and then stabbed me, and now I'm bleeding out. Bitch!
Oh,
I said what I said. The bitch Beavis then
You're
dead.
not a sexy.
I'll just text me. I put that on my Spotify playlist. Pugilist.
you know I am that girl.
Bitch, don't kiss and tell.
So,
What else is?
I don't. All I know is, bitch, I know it's sexy. Don't call this text me. That's it.
you know I kiss and tell.
I thought it was done. Wait,
Don't call. Just text me. You know I fucking tell.
what are you doing?
Fucking.
Wait, can you turn it? Because then all three of us will be in the camera. Right now, I think I'm. Can you answer?
No, I like being like right here.
No, because then when you're whispering, everyone thinks I'm fucking crazy.
They can probably hear me.
But you are.
Shut the fuck. Don't stab me.
Yeah, while he's doing a potty break, I'm gonna do a potty break. I'll be right back.
Ow! What the hell?
There's no way that actually hurt.
I fixed my blender, by the way. I had to break it open and do my own
Actually,
larger
no, I need
filter.
your phone here.
I'm fine. That was lame. Do it again. That was so lame. Do it again. Bloody Knuckles, let's go.
Alex and I were at Home Depot
But
for like
some-
3 hours
Bloody
yesterday.
Knuckles. Don't stop being a pussy.
Angel!
Bloody Knuckles.
He has a screwdriver!
Stop moving your Bloody Knuckles.
No! I was at Home Depot yesterday for like 3 hours. We were supposed to go in there really quickly
Mhm.
to have wood cut, but they wouldn't cut pieces smaller than 8 inches, and they were like, there's a self-service station over there. So there were saws over there. And I thought they were electrical handheld saws, so Alex and I were hand cutting wood for like 2 hours. But the girl there who was helping us, she was like carbon copy of me, but black.
She can't. What do you say it like that?
She, I didn't
You're
say like
like-
anything.
Oh, black.
No, she was. I mean, we looked different, but like she was all over the place. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, "Girl, she's my homie. She's 32 years old." I
She's
thought
not a carbon copy.
I thought she was like she seemed the exact same age as me. And then we made a joke about neither of us driving. I think she said she didn't drive, and I was like, "Yeah, it's cringe. I wouldn't want to drive in this weather either." And then she made like a couple minutes later said something about being 32.
Maybe it's a song.
But she works at Home Depot because she's a student at UVI. I think she already graduated. I think she's in a master's program or something like that.
Crazy how there are so many people here and no one asks.
Oliver, swear to God.
Luke, I am your father.
Why are you here?
Damn. Even Daisy's like, Andrew, you look like one of the thumb people or the hand people from Spy Kids.
Yeah. Because honestly, I was considering
Stop wiping stuff on me, you waste of space.
I do.
he's wiping his ropes on you.
Jesus, fuck.
I feel like you guys have regretted telling me about this word.
I think that you came up with the word.
I didn't come up with it.
Where'd it come from?
Me?
Oliver.
Can you turn up the heat?
No.
I turned it down to 70, thinking that would be a good idea. Now I'm cold.
They got colder.
Why the fuck would you turn down the heat when it's negative like 5 degrees outside?
Because it was in here. It was like 80 before. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God.
You know that's sexy.
Don't call, just text me. ITGIRF. You know I am that.
I bet
girl.
Alex right now is like
Don't
letting the
kiss me.
poop halfway out of his butt and like squeezing really hard to get it back in. And he's just stimulating his prostate like that.
I'm so glad this is going to be there recording.
It's like this. Oh no. It fell inside of him. The poop is lost forever.
Can you turn up the heat?
Nope. I don't even know how to do that in this.
You just turn the dial.
Okay, then you fucking do it if it's just turning the dial.
I got a banky on me.
You're so comfortable now, aren't you?
I didn't say it was wrong. Okay. Daisy's so scared.
You should have seen my power. I lifted up that chair with one hand. What did you do to this chair, Eliza? Holy shit!
I'm super strong shoulder. I went to get him, but just had to you. Maybe one later.
It's very rare in this apartment.
It was kind of creepy. Now they turned on the lights in the basement, they've been off like the entire first semester, and now I can see little holes in my floor that are just into the basement.
Oh, great.
Oh, the window room underneath it, there's no like insulation in the floor. It's just straight outside.
Yeah.
Try Daisy.
Drop her on his face. It's so warm in here now.
Is he back yet?
No.
Nah.
Stimulate your prostate. Take
How
laxatives.
it comes to chew 5 feel.
God damn it. Jimmy, can you go get my charger?
Alex, I can plug your hole.
Phone charger?
Yeah.
Okay.
You used 80% of your smartphone mobile.
Stop it. Go watch a movie later?
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever do
Yeah.
anything live?
No, I just want to go play Warframe at home.
Never mind. Do you use yours often?
No.
Loser! My butt cheeks are numb. Oh, I brought gum. Want gum?
No. I left my gun behind because I'm so glad you brought that into my apartment. Please don't leave it there. Don't talk to her, Alex.
Fuck you, Daisy.
Fuck Daisy, dude.
It's good when you mix them.
That's good.
Hold on, this might take a second. These are new earbuds, and I admittedly don't know how to put them in my ear. I think I did
You
right.
can do it, Alex. We believe in you. You're doing great. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You can use
who-
the as like a push.
Oliver?
Who wants to go next?
I have an idea.
Oh,
No, Charlamagne won.
Go ahead.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Just speak up a little more, and then you're good.
Okay, so I want to find like a weapon that I can use from my blood.
We're in a library.
Yeah, I want to research those. Like weapon markings I can carve into my own flesh.
So, like, give me more detail. Like, magical tattoo kind of thing, or like
Yeah,
a
like
weapon made out of your own blood?
you know, like a magical tattoo or carving.
That does what?
That like I could summon like a cool like sword or dagger.
Alright. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Can I see Charlemagne's stats?
Even my Maki has already been used.
That was rude as fuck.
Can you cut it out, Oliver?
Damn it.
Keep it nice. Can you pull up his sheet?
You guys all are not. All of them activated being used to do that.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1.
Fuck, you got a nat 1. It's pointless, Oliver. Don't do it.
Alright. So you look it up. And what's it called? You see these kinds of tattoos, and even going as far as they're not called exsanguinations. I forgot what they're called. But scarifications. There are tattoos and even scarifications that can grant you powers like these. But you see, you could potentially get something like this done, fairly easily, like a magical tattoo. But you don't see much about you don't get too much information basically out of that one.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunate.
I could send the circus lady to help you.
All right, who's next?
Anyone else that rolled?
that I'm like looking.
How was it?
Alright, so my turn.
One.
Yeah, that one.
Or Eskarald.
So, this is Eskarald's first time in the library, and he has a thirst for knowledge. He says, best thing ever. And so he would look around the library to see if he can find, kind of like in Harry Potter, the area you're not supposed to go and read the forbidden books. And he's going to look and see if he can find an area that's like locked off and has forbidden books. Are you laughing at me?
Okay. So, make an investigation check. Right.
Why is it?
Beforehand, could he have cast Invisible Servant to help him?
Sure. I'd say
And then
that's...
he has his Raven familiar. Could he also help him?
How would the
Or
Raven
separate
help?
check? I don't know.
How would the Raven help?
And it's not Chrome because I don't react. I'm like, where's the web browser? And I'm just like looking and I can't find it. I found it though, we're good. Investigation. Don't wizards have something, an increment investigation?
No, it's
Or
material.
okay, no. Material, okay.
Material girl.
Where's a D20? 15 plus 23.
23. You look around. And
Because of
are
my-
you, like, asking around, or are you just looking?
I'm kind of being sneaky, looking around. I don't know.
I mean-
Yeah, I wouldn't ask around. I feel like that would be not good to be like, where are your secret books?
Well, you look around just, like, physically investigating. And there, you see there are definitely parts, like, the library is very big.
Mm-hmm.
You start with, like, a perimeter search, almost, to see, like, the bounds of the library. And you quickly find there are parts of the library closed off to public use.
Like how closed off? Like there's like a guard standing in front, or like maybe like a band or something, like a fenced off area, or is it like a different section of the library?
Well, there's a different section of the library with, like, a greeter there.
Uh-huh.
And they seem to be only letting in... Like, there are certain parts of the library that, it seems, are dedicated to specific disciplines, and only people with seemingly some kind of credentials are being allowed in.
When you say disciplines, what do you mean? Like types of magic?
Sure, but also some kind of just, like, some, like, for instance, there's one for history, or, like, you know, politics, or... The magics are some of the bigger ones, but there are others, like, non-magic related.
Okay. Are there any forbidden sections that are related to like the origin of magic or basis of magic, or just magic in general?
Well, can you get in there?
I know, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Can you see
Well,
anything?
this is the thing. There's like it almost seems to split. There's like there is one entrance behind where you see people going into other entrances, like subsections in the subsection, and the main one is just supernatural powers.
Okay, supernatural powers. That seems up my alley. Is that being blocked off by anyone? Can you describe how it's being protected?
It's not really being... There's not, like, armed guards or anything. There's just a greeter there. And as people walk by, he seems to, like, recognize most of them, just, like, at a glance. But some people, as they walk by, raise what looks like IDs or something like that.
I'll step behind a bookcase and make sure no one's around, and I'll cast invisibility, and I'll stealthily walk past them.
Alright, make a stealth check.
Let me check. I'm really good at stealth, and I have boots. I think that give me something. Silence boots.
You're made for
So I
walking.
can't make any sound.
Yeah, so I think that we said that was like plus. So yeah, total like a D12.
So D4, D6, D8.
Total. Well, I think it was with. Oh no, what was invisible? I think invisibility was a D12, and then the no sound was like a D8 or something. I don't remember.
So with a D12 and a D8. Okay.
Yes.
That's insane. It's like a 40, I think.
Yeah, you
check
walk by. You step in, and
I can't see my stealth. I'm assuming I think it's 8, so 40.
You step in, and there are further divisions. 3. Materia, Pneuma, and I forgot what they're called.
It's a 43 I got.
Yeah, you walk through fine. There is a... Give me a second. I forgot explicitly what I called them. Aether, Materia, and Pneuma. Also, which you immediately recognize, they are the 3 magical, like, supernatural, like, energies.
Mm-hmm. I would have left my raven on like a bookshelf to watch the entrance in case my passing through triggered any alarm or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have brought my invisible servant with me because he's invisible. And I would like to research. Go in the materia section first, and specifically look for illusion-related stuff and their connection to dragon marks.
Alright. Alright. So you walk past the second greeter as well. Until... Well, as you walk towards the... What's it called? The second greeter, you're like looking through the raven's eyes just to double check you didn't set anything off. The raven like looks down the hall that you just walked through, and it's not that it doesn't see you, but everything just seems to get like crazy blurry after the threshold past the guard. So
once they get more than 120 feet away?
No, once like anything beyond the threshold of like the doorway that the greeter was standing at, everything beyond that just seems to be really blurry.
Oh, so I can't. I'm just seeing if anyone's going in, like if there's like a group of guards or anything going in after me. So it's almost like a privacy thing.
Yeah, it seems something like that.
Okay.
And the second the materia section and the pneuma section and the aether section, these are all doored off, like they're doors.
Okay. I'll go to the materia section and I'll try the. Is there like anything? Oh, I thought you might mad at me. You're saying that these individual sections, they're doored off. Are they locked? What kind of doors are they?
They're very thick, wooden doors. I just realized I need to add Eskarald onto my stream deck. I'll do that at some point. Let me just open Eskarald. Where is Eskarald in the players thing? Is he
backup
character? Well, here, I'm just gonna move him into the like main group because he's kind of like, you know. So, whoop. There we go. All right. Let's see. Okay. Actually, no, I am gonna keep him there because I'm gonna make the. Alright. Let's see. What is his passive perception? Okay, with your passive perception, you see there are runes carved along the materia door in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And there are. It's just a thick, heavy wooden door. And as
Could I ascertain the nature of the runes? Like, what would they be used for? To keep it closed? To alert if anyone opens the door?
yeah, make a materia check.
Now, what kind of increment do I get for materia checks?
Oh geez, let me look at the wizard doc. I'm pretty sure it's like 1 or 2. I need to check based on your level.
Materia.
I'm a materia.
Materia.
It should be 2. Or no, 1. Sorry.
Okay, so it's just D4. Oh, that's not that good. 7 plus. And our materia. So it's at least a 12.
You just scroll down using the bar, or make the using the magnifying glass. Hit Control minus. Shift minus. Make Shift minus. Yeah, Shift minus. There you go.
It's Control minus. 20 total.
20 total.
Oh, 6.
What's your plus?
3 plus 7. Oh no, never mind.
Numbers are hard. Sorry.
You rolled 7. In total.
15 total. Never mind. I was trying to add my intelligence earlier when I was fucking couldn't see it, and I was trying to talk.
So it is some. It doesn't seem to be like an active magical enchant or like enchantment. It seems like it reacts to magic in some way.
I don't know if I have identify on this guy. Yeah, I don't think I took any of the ritual spells when I was making them. Is there anyone around? Or am I in like an empty hallway? Is there anyone around, or am I in an empty hallway? Are these 3 doors next to each other? Can you give me the lay of the land again one more time?
Yeah, so there's just a big like it's the big entranceway with no door where the greeter is standing. Then you're kind of just in an open common area with nothing except for 3 doors, each dedicated to one of the types of magical energy.
So I saw people coming in, and I walked in with people. Where did those people go? And were they opening up these doors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll wait for more people to come, specifically through the materia door, and I'll pass in through with one of them.
While you wait, we'll go on to the next person, which is Charlamagne. What do you... Oh wait, Charlamagne already researched. Ara's the last person. What are you researching, Ara?
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you hear her?
Say
Hello?
something?
Hello.
Alright, yeah, what's up?
Okay. Ara wants to go and search if there's like any books about local elven clans in the area.
In the area? Like, specifically in Onder?
Oh. No, more like a registry.
Of just
Like-
elves? Just history of elves, where elves are mostly located, that kind of thing?
Mainly like names. Did you give us your last name? Fuck, so I won't know if I come upon it anyway?
Leo doesn't know his last name.
Oh my god! Well, I'm looking for just like a bunch of different elves that have like been put on a registry or whatever.
Alright. Alright, let's see.
I don't know, like maybe like birthdays. I don't fucking know. But keep track of stuff like that, right?
Maybe not a public. Well, it's not a public library. Maybe not a university library. Especially if you're talking worldwide.
You haven't told us where you came from?
Leo doesn't know what happens either.
Fuck, well, okay, what about elven clans in the area? Or just like groups in the area?
So
Stuff
around Onder, like in the nation of Onder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just set this to the side.
Also, Ara wants a book on how babies are made, because she's confused.
Well, first make an investigation check. Also, I swear I remember earlier in the campaign this coming up and Leo saying, "Oh, I'll teach you."
Teach.
I don't recall that.
I remember that very clearly.
What's my, do I have anything to my investigation check? Like a plus whatever?
Let me see. Well, make the roll and then I'll check the modifier.
12.
So, +2 to 14.
Yay!
Okay.
Wish I'd brought
Okay.
my.
Well, you look, and you're looking for specifically in Onder, we said?
Yes.
Okay, well, because Onder is the country you guys are currently in. So there is, I mean, just through basic census data, you see Onder is about 16% half elven, and then 11% elven. So, you know, that's a decent chunk of the population that has some amount of elf in them. It's over a quarter. But it's not like... It's predominantly human. At 51%. But there's no, like, you get history of, like, old, like, just the fact that elves have lived in the Onder region for a long time, even pre-war, and that just the nation of Onder has just always been a decent bit elven, but it's just another species in the nation. They're not, like, necessarily the leaders or anything like that. There's not a super, like, there's not a super crazy elven culture. It's Ondarian at its core. It's nothing you would traditionally see as, like, a Tolkien elf, right? It's very much so just this, like, Onder is known as one of the most magically advanced nations in all of Corvair, and thus all of the world of Eberron. So, you know, more than most places, Onder is just known for its culture of, like, magic being integrated into everyday life. What are you guys doing, Oliver and Eliza?
I was saying we could see our breath, and I went.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Able to get on a different way, I guess.
It's all good.
Did you hear all that? Okay.
Alright. I mean, you do see, just through looking, like, and researching elves in Eberron, There are some, like, primarily elven, like, nations. There is there is Valinar. Let me double check so I don't completely lie to you. Yeah, there's Valinar. It's a nation that broke away from, like, the Kingdom of Galifar, which ruled everything before the last war, and is it a predominantly elven nation. Then there's Arenal, which is a whole other island continent separate from Corvair, which is much, much more predominantly elven. I'm talking like 77% pure elf, then you don't know what it means, but like 13% undying, and then another like 3% half elven, and 1% everything else. So there is a almost completely elven country or continent out there in Eberron.
What?
So what do you want to look
maybe you
into
go
further?
from there.
You're the one researching this.
Yeah, for you! Fuck!
What do you want to look into further?
Probably the main, like, the whole, like, elven, just, like, primarily elven one.
Alright. What about it do you want to look into more? So overall, you read, it's called Arenal. I'll send the spelling into our media channel. Arenal. It's an island continent. It's to the southeast of Corvair, primarily occupied by elves. And you just surface level, you read, like, the elven species there made an exodus to Arenal when the giants of Zendrick, like, their whole civilization collapsed. And it's now, Arenal is, as a continent, one nation ruled by what is known as the Undying Court. And just for a sense, yeah, I'm asking, what do you want to look into further? Like, specifically, because it's a whole continent worth of information. What are you interested in?
Is there any specific rituals they do, like cutting people's ears off?
Okay, so you look further into that, and you don't find any, like, ritualistic cutting off of ears. You do see there is a fair bit of necromancy and biomancy within Arenal. Just because of the aforementioned Undying, which is essentially a species. I mean, they're not one unified species. They are just undead that continue to, like, have a sustained, continued existence thanks to one of the planes of Eberron, known as Irion. It's known as the Eternal Dawn. And these deathless are sustained by that plane and what is written as a devotion to the living.
Dang. Is there any information about, like, maybe an important elven figure gone rogue Within the last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
Let's see. Notable elves. You look into that, and some names do come up. But none of these speak to you as having anything to do with Leo.
Damn. Okay.
Alright, so starting back around, who wants to go first this time? We just want to keep the same order?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It'd be Leotorin first then, right?
Leotorin, what do you continue to research?
So Leo sort of goes up. Is there any reference people?
Yeah, so you go up to the circulation desk, and you see this fairly tall, fairly muscular, androgynous figure who seems to be returning from the children's section, and gets behind their desk. They've got long, curly hair, very pale skin, and they see you walk. They see you walking up, and they say, "Hello, do you need help looking for something?"
So Leo kind of walks up to the desk. He's like holding his head because he has a headache, and he places an amulet on the desk. He says, "Is there anything related to the properties of this pendant, or perhaps the fixing of it?"
Oh yeah, which does remind me. You guys would have had to pick. Leo, you would have probably picked up the amulet from Crimeny on the way out of the Vanguard.
Yeah, I borrowed it from him.
All right. Well.
Let me just.
Okay. You put the amulet down, and they just look at it kind of quizzically and say, "Is that some sort of magical artifact I should know about, or?"
Yeah, this amulet appears to create some sort of portal to other realms.
What do you mean by other realms? Like different planes, or?
Yes, other planes of existence. For example, I seen a portal open up to the Fey realm with this before.
Well, we do have a section on the library on the cosmology of Eberron, the planes and all of that, if you'd like to research that. I could see about any information we have about this amulet or others like it, but unless it is some sort of historical artifact, I don't know how much we would find about this specifically. I can call someone down, have them take a look at it if you're interested.
Leo looks down to Maki, and he's like, "Maki, do you happen to know the name of this artifact? Or this amulet?"
He reaches up towards it, grabs it in his hand, and you see his eyes just flash a bright white color, and he says, "This is an amulet of the plains."
Amulet of the Plains. Is there anything on that?
Let me look. And you see she puts a book in front of her, and then in the air you see her finger, the tip of one of her fingers starts to glow, and she writes out Amulet of the Plains in the air. And the book seems to glow and flip pages by itself. until it lands on a certain section, and she looks through it. She says, okay. There does seem to be some information about this item. She starts pointing and giving you directions to where in the library you could find it.
Alright, so Leo heads over there, has Maki pick out some books that he think might be helpful.
Alright. So Maki will make another investigation check. You can make one as well if you're interested.
Let me see here.
Maki's just not rolling hot today, I'll be honest.
Natural 1.
Damn.
Jeez. Okay. Maki starts pulling books. And you watch. As he pulls a bunch of books and starts reading them over. Like, very quickly, you see he puts a book down, opens up a page, pauses for a breath, and then flips pages, and is just doing that repeatedly, very mechanically. And he gets through all of these books fairly quickly. And he says, "This does seem to be an amulet of the plains. It allows... However, the one we have in particular seems to be damaged."
Does it function the same as it's damaged?
He says, He looks it over, and he says, "It seems to still have some functionality. However, the results of its use may be a bit unpredictable."
Is there anything about fixing it?
He reads you information about this, and based off of what he reads, there were only a handful, maybe, of amulets of the plains known to exist in Eberron. Most of them historical, and a few, expected to exist but not confirmed in more modern day. There is definitive proof of a amulet of the plains used by the Kingdom of Galifar, by the Galifar nobles, in what was once Sire before the Morning, and it became the Mornland. So presumably there's an amulet of the plains floating around in the Mornlands. It is presumed that the gatekeepers, the Druid sect working to protect Eberron from extraplanar invaders, they are believed to have one still, to this day. But that would be probably held by their, leader, presumably. And others are just, maybe a particularly powerful mage of legend was said to carry one or another. There are not very many. You maybe read about 5, and there are assumptions that some seen throughout history are the same amulet. So you have no idea where the one you have came from. But
Interesting.
You do know it is a extraordinarily powerful magical artifact.
I see. So,
traveling through the plains is not something almost anyone is capable of doing.
So if the gatekeepers may have one of their own, then maybe we have the teleportation cube thingamajig in Brahm's core.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can ask one of the gatekeepers at that location in whatchamacallit? The Eldine Reaches?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You get the sense from these readings that they are, because of their status as such powerful magical artifacts, like the one that the gatekeepers have, it's confirmed to exist through witnesses, but it's not something the gatekeepers have ever publicly announced or shown or used. So you don't know how much they'd be willing to tell you guys about that.
Seems I've hit an impasse.
But it could be worth a try. Yeah, you just, through all of this, the answer to your question is, it is fixable, right? Like, you can repair, create magical items like this, even ones this powerful, but you need someone with the ability to do so, and the skill to do so, with
it's
something
not just
of
like
this.
a mending. It's not just like a mending.
There's not
spell.
just going to be a spell that just fixes it. It's an enchantment. It's magic placed into an item.
Okay. So, I think Leo's next topic would be to look into enchantments and people who are powerful enchanters, I guess. People who specialize in that.
And while throughout all of this, would you say what is Leotorin's intention with all of this research? What does he hope to get out of it by potentially fixing the Amulet of the Plains?
Leo intends to open a portal to the Fey realm in search of his mother.
Right. Yeah, and that thought of your mother keeps coming back to you. And as well as just the thoughts of your past. But as I said before, everything seems foggy except that of your mother. And you swear the more you dwell on it, the worse your headache is getting. And at one point, as you're walking to, the enchantments section of the library, you hear, Leo.
What the fuck?
Leo turns his head and looks in the direction he thought he heard the voice.
There's no one.
Did the voice sound familiar?
Maybe a little bit, but it was very warped.
Did it sound feminine in nature or masculine?
You couldn't tell. There was not necessarily static, but there's a heavy distortion to the voice.
Interesting. I guess Leo has to sit down for a second, collect himself.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
Beavis is going
Beavis.
next.
You could do that. Go away.
Alright.
Face the cellular device, Perkovich. Yeah, Eliza just needs to face the phone.
It's me. Go away!
Oh, I thought it was Edith.
Oliver's holding gum in his hand and he kept trying to throw it at me. Anyways, so. Alright, my name is Beavis, and I'm in the children's section and I'm reading right now. Where do I see anybody I know around me? Can you hear me?
What?
Do I see anybody I know around me?
No, not at all. No one's near the child section.
I wonder why. I'm gonna get up, put my book down, and just kind of meander around the shelves.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Is it possible? Andrew thinks I'm talking to him. This might be a dumb question. Damn it. I was gonna ask, is it possible for me to, like, sniff out people or, like, find where somebody is?
I mean, yes, but your sense of smell is not that strong.
If I were to, go more into my bestial form, would it increase or no?
Let's see. How good is an owl's smell? They can't smell.
What?
So no.
Okay. How high is the ceiling in here?
Fairly high. There are multiple levels to this library.
Would it be cause for concern if I were to fly in here?
You don't know.
Casually, not disruptively, as like a means of transportation, not as a means of destruction.
You have not seen anyone else fly around here. You don't know, but you could do it. Nothing's stopping you.
I guess what I'm getting at is, like, I'm bored, but I don't want to, like, be disruptive, but, like, I'm bored. So, like, because I want to find something to entertain myself without, because I know that my friends are here for important reasons, without distracting them from what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, is there anybody that I don't know nearby?
You look around a bit, and there seems to be somebody just reading in a different section.
Oh, what section are they in?
What? Let's see, one second. They're in the history section, let's see.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll waddle up to them and just say hello.
They look down at you and say, and it is a fairly thin male humanoid. And they're reading a book, and they look down to you and they say, hi, what's up?
What's up?
Pretty much. I'm just perusing, as people do in places like this. What you reading?
A book.
Oh, what's it? Is it? I see you're in the history section. Is that something that interests you a whole lot, or are you just reading it because you have to, or?
It's what I study. I go to school for history.
You're a scholar. That's so cool. I'm learning to read as of today. What's your favorite color?
Do you need something? I'm doing some research.
Can I help you do research?
Well, seeing as you're learning to read today, I don't think you could.
Beavis has an idea.
Hmm.
He came back, now he's talking to me again. Anyway. Beavis is determined to find history for dummies. History 101. So that she can help this guy in his quest.
Well, as you start looking around for a very basic history book, like, I don't know what exactly Beavis is looking for, but he starts walking away.
What the hell, DM sir? Why can't you let this interaction happen? Oh my god, God is so stupid. Okay. Beavis is gonna look up at the ceiling, flick off the ceiling, and then... Is there a horror section anywhere?
A horror section?
Yeah.
These are academic books. They're not to entertain. It's an academic library.
Is there any fiction?
There is. It's just like, you know, like
Like a tale.
I mean, Beavis wouldn't know this, but it is like historically like popular and important fiction or mythology, but not like, you know, just a young adult adventure book.
Okay. Boring! You're not there. I'm gonna go back to the circulation desk.
Hmm.
Andres?
Yes, hello?
I'm bored. What are you supposed to do in places like this?
You know, read or research?
Anything else?
No?
Can I be super sneaky? We could play hide and seek. I love hide and seek. I used to play that with all my friends. Now they're dead, but... That doesn't matter.
I'm working.
Oh. I see that you're busy. I'll just go away now, and I'm gonna saunter away and just roam aimlessly until I find somebody I know.
Alright. Who's next?
Quietly calling out, Aura! Leo! Are you guys there?
Who wants to go next?
Why did you take me here?
I'll go next.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look up spells on getting somebody's memory back.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Make a what?
Make it investigation check. Blue.
Oh. +2.
+2 is, yes.
Nat 20.
Alright, so you look up like memory affecting magics. And a lot of stuff comes up. You know, there are scions, like psychics, who can read minds, mess with memories. You know, there's just medical issues like amnesia, stuff like that. But one of the things you quickly find is, you know, if someone's mind has been affected by magic, one, that's a huge crime, whoever did it. And it's standard procedure to check people if they're having like gaps in memory, to check them for, like, basically what you get is if you cast Identify on someone, you also learn all the spells affecting them. So if someone is under the effect of any type of spell, including memory erasure or modification, that would tell you. And so guards all across Corvair and across Eberron, like the law, when people are having memory issues or something like that, it's standard procedure to check people if they're charmed, if they're missing memories, if they're like any kind of magic is affecting them, and then they can dispel it.
But there's no like actual like how to do it myself.
There are ways, yeah.
What are those ways?
Well, without specific like identify kind of spells, you can just generally, if you're very attuned to it, sense if magic is affecting someone generally, but you won't know specifically what.
What answer was that? Oh!
Someone with like identify would for sure be able to help you out. And you make a memory check. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. Make a memory check.
A memory check?
Yes.
Oh god, a 12. But do I have a plus anything to that?
Let's see. Your intelligence is +2, so 14. Yeah, Maki you guys have used as your identify machine before. You also know it's a very low-level spell, so like, you know.
And a ritual.
Yeah, so it can be done very easily. You're pretty sure Braum has it, I think. I don't remember.
Okay. Go and try to find Braum or Maki. Whoever's closest.
Dead.
Shut the fuck.
Well, you know Maki is with Leo, so you look around and you find...
Where's Braum?
Braum didn't come with.
He's feeling under the weather.
What do you mean? Okay, I go find Maki, I guess.
You run around, and in the planar section, you find Maki and Leo. And Leo, when you get there, Maki is looking through books. As you see, Leo is just sitting at a table, like head down on the table, like holding his head.
Oh, I forgot he's tripping. I go, Maki, where are you?
Hello. And as he raises his head and looks up at you.
I like shake him at the same time. I'm like, do you have identify?
Yes.
Can you see if Leo's memory is being affected at all?
By magic?
Yes.
Yes. He steps over
Can you
to Leo. And Leo, you hear this interaction. And you look up and Maki like places his little metal hand on you. And you see his eyes flash. And he looks over to you, Ara, and he says, yes.
Okay, and I look over at Leo and I go, Leo!
Mom?
Huh? Were you flirting with your mom this whole time?
Oh. And I go, no, not Mom!
Ara, what's going on?
Your memory is being affected by magic!
Okay.
And I read in a book that's illegal!
You do know one of the exertions you are capable of is dispelling magic.
Me?
Everyone who has
dispel
a magical energy. How much mana do you want to put into it?
How many can I do?
Well, up to your mana limit, so 3.
I do 3.
Let's see. Yeah, so you place your hand on Leo, and there is Leo, you see as this like magical energy goes down her arm and washes over you, and you almost feel like a pulse in your brain, almost as if your brain was beating. And there's an immediate just rush of information. And you also feel, Well, Ara, you get the sense with your hand over on Leo doing this, there seem to be multiple things that you can dispel.
Multiple?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what?
Most of them are concentrated in his head.
What does that mean? Oh, like memory things?
You're not sure.
Oh, can I dispel all of them?
Yeah, well, let's see, let me think. What exactly?
Wait, you're not gonna make it
Well,
as like I just
two.
spell something and he like dies or something.
Oh
Well,
my
there's
God.
two. There's two in his head. Are you just...
They're gonna eat his penis.
Oliver, stop it.
Let's see, okay. Let me just write this out in my head. Hold on, let me write this out so we see. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do an alphabetical. Alright, 1 or 2. Angel. Pick
Let
one,
me
that's right.
flip a coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails.
2.
I need to poop.
Okay. Barrier. Okay, so Leo, there is an immediate rush of information and just oh, where to start?
Oh God.
Do we need deafening?
Sure. Yeah, let's see.
What? Wait, what?
What?
What did he say?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I said you guys can take this.
What happened? Jimmy,
Uh,
what's going on?
This is for Jimmy's ears only.
Oh God. Okay. So yeah,
Aw.
they have definitely.
Room?
Go away, Angel.
I'm just gonna turn the volume all the way because I can't deafen.
That's fine. Eliza, get out of here. Okay. What in his mind do you think would Leo think about first? Either his, like, where he lived, or, like, the people he lived with, or his family, or, like, what do you
I guess what he would think about first would probably be what happened to his mother, because that's always on top of Leo's head.
Okay, well, the circumstances surrounding your... Okay, so, of everything that completely, fundamentally changes in Leo's mind, the one thing that doesn't is your perception of your mother and the circumstances of her, like, the circumstances you know of her mysteriously disappearing. Now,
Okay.
everything, like, around that is not directly... What's it called? That's not directly related to specifically her mother, completely changes. The landscape of what you called home, what would you say Leo originally pictured his, like, the area he lived in as?
It was like a big forest with a bunch of like tree bungalows.
It is almost. Oh, let's see. I don't want to lie to you. Okay. Okay. It is practically nothing like that. The area you are in, is actually underground. In a cave, actually. There is no direct sunlight. And it almost explains your complexion. Like, your memory before this very instant was of, being out in the sun all the time. Like, pretty standard elvish shit, right? But you're, like, looking at your hands now, and you're not, like, pale, but you're fair-skinned. And you're like, oh, that's why I'm not, like, tanner, right? Because you grew up in a cave. Underground. You actually never saw... Not with your new, true memory, you never saw the sun until you stepped into Thelanis. That was one of the most shocking things to you, was the sky and the sun and the beauty of plants. Like, you swear you'd never seen green before stepping into Thelanis.
Interesting.
So, what your surroundings were truly like it was a massive cave, and systems of caves, an entire subterranean realm, civilized. There was like a small, not even like village, you would almost call it a camp. Of just
like an underground city?
It was nowhere near city scale. There was the biggest part of the settlement was the training areas. The main barracks and training sections, like the big, I don't know what they're actually called, but the obstacle courses and workout equipment and stuff like that, that easily made up well over half the camp. And the rest of the camp was designated to what you know as the residences of the parents of all of the trainees working under your father, Lucian. And you immediately remember the same way Leotorin was led on or controlled through your mother. Dozens of other trainees, I guess. You guys never had a name. Were also at that camp. And looking with this new memory, you weren't all elves. It was you and your mother were the only elves you'd ever seen. Everyone at the camp, all of the parents, were full-blooded somethings. There was one set of dragonborn parents, one set of orc parents, one set of human parents, and so on and so forth. And all of the children, there were no dads. It was just mothers. And all of the children were half-siblings to each other, all born of Lucian.
Who is my father?
Yes. And you remember now why, or the context at least, to your training. You were training to, like, not necessarily kill specifically humans, but just integrate into and almost act as a sleeper agent or a spy within humanity, like any sapient race. And there were, you remember all of the rhetoric now. It was all about Lucian trying to find the perfect biological blend between whatever type of creature he or it was and some other sapient creature that would, 1, be the strongest, and then 2, blend in the best. Because you... let me double check. You have a good picture of your father now. A very tall... let me double check. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's a very tall, almost like gaunt, humanoid, not like malnourished, but very like thin, slender, very beautiful creature that looked to be like a standard human man. No pointy ears, but very big. Like 11, 12 feet tall, kind of big. And you swear they were the most... You don't know if it was magic, you don't know if it was just perfect genetics, but they were the most beautiful creature you had ever seen. And this... It reminds you of a creature you'd seen before, while in the Vanguard. You think back to the Dakani stronghold you guys took down, and the one operating table that you guys you found, and the dissected creature there, and the creature you guys found in the basement teleportation room. Lucian was a Dalekier. You are half Dalekier.
Oh shit.
And it makes sense. You remember, and I said this to you, that body you saw was familiar. When you fought the Dalekier in the basement, the way it fought, using just its very arm to parry blows like it was nothing. It clicks now. You remember
Holy shit.
why Bayesh has always made you uncomfortable. And you remember very clearly your father being an extraordinarily powerful Dalekier. Like, he held himself like he was always the most powerful person in whatever room he was in. And, I mean, based on the very limited population of the settlement you lived in, that was absolutely true. You have no doubt that if he wanted to, he probably could have just slaughtered everyone in that small settlement without a second thought.
What the fuck?
And you remember You remember even from your dream last night, he was looking for the perfect breed between Dalekier and any sapient creature on Eberron to invade, to take over. And that immediately clicks in your head as another thing you'd heard about, related to the gatekeepers. This reminds you of like the Dalekier War that you'd heard about. An alien invasion on Eberron held back by the gatekeepers in their prime who barely managed to survive. And it seemed whoever your father was, whatever position he has within the Dalekier, was preparing, building up arms, building an army of sleeper agents, of spies, to try again.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Huge ass lore drop.
And if there's anything specific you'd like clarification on, or new lore, new backstory about, related to, you know, the backstory you wrote versus what was actually true, now would be the time.
No, this makes so much more sense than what I wrote.
Like, some of the things you remember was just completely alien creatures. Those, the Dolgrims, the mutated, goblins that you saw in the Dakani outpost, the Dolgaunts, the very tall elves, gaunt with tentacles and, you know, life-draining abilities that almost killed Beavis. You remember them. They were creatures your father controlled. You don't know if he made them. They just, like, you know, Lucian did not live within the settlement, but like clockwork would appear out of a planar portal, which you've seen a planar portal like this before during your fight with Krilo. He stepped out of a portal to Joriat, the realm of madness, with these creatures, and you would train fighting them as children. These unimaginable, like, warped, mutated alien monsters you trained against as kids. If anything is truly clear, or more clear, reinforced by this new context, this recontextualization, is that your father never cared. He was cruel. He was, with your new memory, probably the closest thing you could call to pure evil. Like, you admittedly even doubt that his name was Lucian, that, you know, everything was a lie. And you remember escaping the settlement, and his power was so vast by whatever means he had that he didn't even have to be there. that as you just stepped off of the settlement's grounds, this spell was placed on you. And that, you remember stepping off of the settlement grounds, walking, fending for your life throughout this underground cave system, which you've heard mentioned here or there by your father as being called Kyber, and the parents also mentioned it as such. That you, at some point, by sheer stupid luck, fell into, or walked into a manifest zone of, and then fell into a portal of the Lannis. And everything from that point forward is exactly as you remembered, but your memory of the settlement is now completely recontextualized. You are not half elven. Or, well, you are half elven. Your mom was elven. But you are not whatever half the magical lie told you you were. You are half elven, half Dalekeer.
Well, goddamn. Is that everything I remember?
Yeah. And this all comes to you in an instant as Ara touches your head.
Holy shit. Angel!
She can come back. You guys can unmute.
Angel!
Oliver!
Angel!
Oliver! Okay. Okay.
Hang on.
You want?
Hi. Okay. So, yeah, hold on. Jamie is getting Angel very quickly.
Alex, it is so cold out here.
I'm so cold right now.
It's very cold in here.
It's
Like,
warmer
it's-
in there than it is in here.
Is it?
I think our heat is broken.
It's blowing cold air through the heater.
Yeah, we had it like 80 degrees and it's blowing cold air.
Holy, okay.
Alex,
What?
we set it to 80 and it's blowing cold air.
Yeah, our heater's probably broken.
Sorry.
We're gonna die tonight.
Okay, so
No.
Ara, you
Oh.
look at you
okay.
dispel this on Leotorin, and Leo, what would you say your expression is?
Leo's like wide-eyed, like sweating and like panting hard, and he like throws his hands down on the table,
Oh,
and he's just like breathing like really heavily.
Ara, do you
As he's, like,
give
remembering everything.
give him a break, or do you dispel that second force you felt?
oh, oh.
What?
You
Wait,
peeked in my-
did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it?
Yes, you did.
Okay, are you ready for the second round?
What do you mean?
No, I'm kidding.
Just mind blast this motherfucker. Just,
That
you ready for round two?
I sensed the second one. Do you want me to dispel the second one?
Hold on, let me take a second to process this.
Okay, do you know what your dad's name is? Maybe I can look him up.
Yes, I know who that bastard's
Somewhat.
name is.
Awesome.
And I know what he is now, too.
What the fuck
And I
does
know
that
what
mean?
I am now, too.
What the fuck does that mean?
And Leo takes from his utility belt, grabs his Bayesh dagger, and he stabs it onto the table. and he like cuts his finger with it, and he like grips it, and he's like, I'm a goddamn belt. Fuck, what's it called? Delkier. I'm half Delkier.
What?
Those alien things that we fought? That's what my father was.
So
Those
you're
things that the gatekeepers are fighting. That is what my father was.
Why do you keep saying was? Is he dead?
I don't know. Last memory I have of him, we were in a cave system called Kyber, and I was in this camp where we were being taught to infiltrate society, to just wipe out any known existence. I'm a monster. I am half elven, though. That part of me is still true. My mother was an elf.
I don't know what to say.
Dispel the rest of it. I need to know it all.
Hold on. Maybe we should go find the others and talk about it. You think that's a good idea? Or no? Why'd you cut yourself?
Good question.
Was that just like for dramatics?
It's VA.2.SQ, and it damaged me. It's a pretty good cut.
I mean, if I cut myself on that thing, I'd probably get cut too.
Not as deep as this.
You actually know. You would, with your memory as it is now, you would know one of the things your father was trying to genetically optimize out through the breeding camp was the weakness to VA.2.SQ. And he succeeded with you. So your cut was just as deep as any cut would have been to anyone else. It did not seem magically...
It was just for dramatics. Hang on, I gotta switch to my phone because I just ran out of hotspot speed.
That's all good.
Hotspot speed.
Dude, it is pretty fucking cold here.
I'm so cold right now.
We need to all huddle up for body warmth. Why is it genuinely? This is probably just a fucking... This is probably just a goddamn myth. Or no, I don't think it is. Why do people share body heat better when they're like buck ass naked? Is that just a myth? Am I stupid?
You're stupid. It's a myth.
Could be.
It's not a myth.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with, like, you don't have layers in between.
Because the layers we wear insulates us. It doesn't make us warmer, it just helps us keep heat in. So when we have layers on between us, we're each better.
Why did you gesture towards me? I'm not snuggling off with you.
Okay, whatever.
Weak.
When we have layers on, it insulates you. So it's harder for heat and cold to switch and exchange. So when you're not insulated, it's easier for heat and cold to move between you. So when you're naked and you're up and snuggling, heat moves better between you two. There's no insulation.
Makes sense. We should do that to the door.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So Ara and Leo, what are you two doing? You do still sense that other magical influence on... well, you do know there's still that magical influence on Leo that has not been...
Did
You wanna see
Brom
that?
really not come? I saw he was at the library with us.
Not half.
No,
What?
it was his.
Brom did not come. It was Eskarald.
It was the nerd elf dude. That's basically Oliver.
Howler's not
No,
that
I'm
hot.
6'5" and have a chiseled chin with a 5 o'clock shadow and amber eyes, and I'm 6'5".
You already said
Like,
6.
totally him.
That's the important part, though, Eliza.
I'm 6'5".
What are you two doing?
I like come up to him and I grab his face like this. I do sense one other thing that I could dispel. But I think... Are you okay? Are you broken?
I'm fine. Feel a lot better now that
He grunts scales.
but I still feel a bit of a headache, so please.
If anything, your headache is worse now.
Oh really?
It feels
God.
like something. It feels like something is very desperately trying to almost enter your head, but it's like it can't for some reason.
Ew.
I think there's still something blocking whatever voice this is.
I mean, I could, but I don't know if I feel comfortable dispelling it in a library. Like, what if you, like, shout on the top of your lungs and get us kicked out?
And there's Eskarald in the secret section of the library.
Alright then.
What if you just start flipping?
Let's head out.
Oh my gosh! Let's go to the other people, and maybe they also have altered memories, and I could dispel it on them.
Is there maybe like a you know how like libraries have like rooms in our worlds, you know how like libraries have like those rooms.
Private rooms.
Yeah, where it's like soundproof or whatever.
Yeah.
Or anything
I
like
have
that.
I mean, you go over. I think you've encountered this before, or at least the people of the library have told you before. They're mainly for students, but you know, as people who are being allowed into this space, like you have special access. You can also get them, but you don't have like IDs to get into the room, so you would need someone's help to get into them.
Damn.
What if I go and find that elven professor woman?
Oh my god,
You
I
know?
don't remember her name.
Hold on, I got
I
her.
don't remember her name.
Hold on.
Sawyer. That's what her name was.
She got her notes out here.
Wait, let me check my notes.
This woman.
Livlin? Livlin Alumnus?
Yeah, Livlin Alumnus.
Is she working today?
She was the one that Brown went to, I believe. And then they looked at him naked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
then let's find this professor quick, because Leo, I can't handle this anymore.
I'm gonna explode. From my head.
Ropes and ropes.
What head?
Eliza,
I'm not interrupting you.
you're not there.
Okay, are you guys going for the professor or your friends?
Let's go
You
for the
said
professor.
you said both, so I just want to, or one and then the other.
The professor, then our friends.
Yeah.
What's that?
Let's get Leo to a room so he can put his head down or some shit.
My head weighs like 6 pounds. I'm like,
Alright, while the two of you do that, who else is doing research?
I entered into the forbidden section of the materia library.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when. Angel's asleep, so I don't know who's going to go next.
Well, if he's sleeping, just let him sleep.
I'll go.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next.
Alright. Okay, so eventually someone does walk into the section you're in. And however they don't actually let's see. In alphabetical order. Okay, so you see someone walk through and towards the towards the Pneuma door. And then you see they...
Yeah, what happens when people walk in these doors?
Through which doors? Like the threshold of like blurriness or the doors themselves?
The three doors, the Pneuma, Materia, and...
Okay, so you see this lady walk up to the Pneuma door, and she says, you don't know what it is. I mean, you can make a Pneuma check if you wanted to, but she just she says some Pneuma incantation, and the door flashes, and then you hear a click. She opens the door and walks in, closes it behind her.
That's a total of 8, I believe. I don't know if I have proficiency in Pneuma.
It is... I don't think you do. Eskarald. Let's find out. You're not. Well, it's +5, so 8 + 5. 13.
I rolled a 3. I knew it was +5.
Okay. Then, yeah, you don't know what it was. It didn't even seem like a commonly used pneumic, wonder. It just seemed like a very hyper-specific, almost like key code accessing kind of thing. Like, you'd never heard that incantation before.
Okay. Now, does anyone go to the materia door? Like, I'm just kind of in a threshold trying to hear the password.
Yeah, eventually someone walks through. Let's see, who walks through next? Oh, yeah, the next person is for materia, and they walk up to the materia door, and they don't say anything. They just do a gesture. 'Cause you know, of the 3 types of magic, in general, to manipulate these powers, Aether is associated with psionics, and that requires just mental strain. No incantation, no gesture, nothing. Just a thought and a power happens. For materia, you do a specific gesture and you manipulate materia into casting a spell. For Pneuma, you say some incantation. No need for a gesture. Just you say some incantation and a wonder happens. So you see the person go up to the materia door, do a gesture, it flashes, you hear a click, they open the door and walk in.
Can I try and recognize what they were doing through like a materia check?
Yeah, make a materia check.
15, I believe, with a +8, I think.
Yeah, it would be. Okay, so it is. You get the sense it is essentially like a arcane lock spell on the door. It's got a handful of components. One is like it's a disarming component, an unlocking component, and then a component you don't quite recognize but can just gather is almost like a specific person-by-person access code.
Okay. And when the door opens, is it similar to what it was before? Is it blurry inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So when the person was going to the door, they made the gesture. Was there any credentials on them at all? Visible credentials?
Not that you saw.
Okay. I'll check back through my Raven's Eye. Do I notice anything?
No.
Or do I notice my companions gathering and walking around or anything?
No.
So I wasn't sure if they were leaving or not.
No.
Okay. I'll look around. What is you said this is a common area. Are there people reading? Are there more bookshelves?
It's like a lobby but with no furniture.
Okay.
There's essentially nothing in this space you are in. It is just a way to get to these 3 doors.
Okay. I don't want to fuck. I fucked enough and found out enough in the past. I don't know. I don't want to fucking ruin everything.
Around enough.
I'll recognizing arcane. Do I know if arcane lock has any? Like, if I go in with the person.
It's not exactly arcane lock. It's similar, but it's not exactly.
Okay. I'll walk out. I'll head back to the library. My curiosity has been sated for right now.
All right. So you head back out.
Stealthily.
And,
Still invisible.
You head back out. We would do Charlemagne, but Andrew is literally sleeping, so we'll just let him sleep. What's it called? So I guess Ara and Leo. So you guys, where are you headed to try to find this professor? Because you haven't been on the school grounds very much. You don't know where their room is, or if you actually have. Because you guys know you have library access, but you don't know if you have access to the rest of the campus.
Well, I take Leo's hand and I'm kind of leading him.
I grab Maki's hand.
And I'm trying to find some sort of desk, official front desk or whatever, someone who could help.
Yeah, so you come upon
Andres.
come upon Andres.
I know. Do we run into Beavis along the way?
Beavis, are you along the way?
Oh, can I be? I've been wandering around trying to.
Yeah, Beavis was just looking around trying to find you, so sure.
Oh, okay. I go, Beavis.
My next step would have been to go find a person to talk about dragon marks. So I imagine I would have bumped into everyone at the desk as well.
EJ, Tom, water.
Yeah, so you see, looking them over, or once you guys all group together, you guys see Ara and Leo seem to be in quite a rush, and Leo seems not well.
Ew. Throw up? Ara don't throw up.
Leo, did you eat the burritos they have in the cafeteria here? I heard that they're usually not so good.
Oh no, my earbuds are dying.
You look pale.
Hold on, I will be right back. I'm gonna reconnect my earbuds, or my headset. Ooh, fuck, I need a new charger. These earbuds use the exact same charger as my headset, and my headset is broken.
Oh, what was that?
What was what?
Oh, I'm on.
What? Okay, hold on, be right back.
You won't let me touch
Be right
the
back.
phone. You're gonna break my fingers.
No, you're gonna break your fingers because you won't stop.
Oh, this is so bad.
Keep calling this.
Eliza, turn on the heat. It's so cold.
85 right now. Or 90. It's echoing. Alex, it's
Hello,
echoing.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay. So where are you? You guys are all just standing at the entrance.
I would have gone to like between bookshelves where no one was and unturned invisible, and then been like, "Oh, hey guys, hello. How's your research been going?"
And I mean, you see very easily Leo is not looking well.
Whoa, what's wrong with you, buddy? You okay?
He's tripping. Don't mind him.
I'll do we innately have detect magic like as a spell?
That's something I've considered. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
For right now, I'll say no, but potentially.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at my spell list.
Okay. Well, what are you guys doing? Are you asking Andres for some directions?
Why? We could ask Andres for directions. I know them now so well.
Oh, you know them?
Mm-hmm.
Ask where, Professor.
Where? Andres, hello.
What was her name?
Is your friend all right?
Oh, he ate the burrito in the cafeteria. You know the one. Anyway, he's fine. Do you know the professor that Aura knows? Aura, what's the professor?
Olympus?
Yeah, Livlin and Open.
I can see if she's in. What do you guys need her for?
Very serious, not so serious business. That's
We need a private room because our friend is not feeling well, and we need to discuss our findings.
Oh, well, I can get you guys a room. That's no issue. Here, let me get you guys in a room. And she like quickly gets out from behind the desk and leads you guys over to like an isolated room that he opens it up, or they open it up. Sorry, and you guys are able to go inside, and you notice there are like glass, almost walls, on as like the walls of the space, but you can't see into it. However, when you step in, you can see out of it. So it's a one-way mirror
glass?
situation.
One-way glass, I mean?
One-way glass, yeah. So,
And we're all in here?
Yeah, everyone's with you. What's up? What's the move?
Wait, were we able to find that?
Yes, we didn't find the professor. Beavis led us to her friend that she's been bothering, the librarian.
No.
And
Andres,
they were able to help us.
As soon as Andres gets you guys the room, she leaves.
Andres! Okay, I'm gonna go back to the circulation desk.
You're so fucking annoying.
I need help with
Okay,
something.
well, you catch her before she leaves. While she's
Andres!
leaving. Says, yes? Is everything alright?
Are you gonna get the professor lady?
She doesn't seem to be in. I checked our records.
Well, you didn't tell us that. You just left.
My apologies, just the situation is a little tense. I didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry.
I'm taking 1 star off of your Yelp review.
Oh my gosh.
Goodbye, Andres.
What did you?
I like
what
your
is-
hair.
Just and drag her back into the room and say, sorry, whoever you are. I don't really know your name.
Andres. Their name's Andres.
Okay, thank you. Beavis! Get back, Rob.
All right. So, what are you guys doing in there?
Hello.
Alright, so Leo's like, okay, to sort of fill you guys in, Beavis and you, other guy,
Uh-huh.
I learned a lot more about my past, and apparently I'm about to learn a lot more, as there were 2 mental blockers, some sort of magical blockers in my head, and she dispelled one of them, and there's one to go.
They were both very illegal.
And we needed a private room to do this because I don't know what my reaction's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be screaming or whatever. So, yeah.
Well, if we don't know what your reaction is, I can cast Hold Person on you. So if you're gonna be fucking freaking out, you won't look at us. You like that?
As he says that, Leo just kind of takes his weapons off and puts them to the side of the room. I'm like, I don't know if those will be dangerous at all.
I can also cast slow on you to just make you really slow, so when we go to strike one of us, we'll be like, mm. But when you talk, you sound like, That's offensive, Eliza or Beavis? Is that because that's how you talk?
You just met me.
I like how I just fucking hate you with this other guy.
So what are you guys doing?
All right.
Would you want me to cast Whole Person on you?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Just don't hurt.
I'll cast Whole Person on him.
Okay,
Wait, how long does it last?
What?
It lasts for a minute, I believe, right?
Yeah, so you put the whole person on it. Leo, do you resist?
No.
Okay, so you immediately feel all of your muscles and your whole body just lock up as Ara, you go to dispel.
What's going on?
And you, I assume you target the same thing you had seen before.
Take on his cheek.
Correct? Okay. And you feel a pulse of energy again straight into your head, Leotorin. But this time, it's not a wave of memories that come to you. It's a wave of voices. In fact, the same voice, layered on top of each other, on top of itself, over and over and over and over again. You just hear a cacophony.
Do I make any sense of it, or is it just...
It's just Leo, Leotorin, Leo. And it's just then a bunch of other just talking to you. Like, you sense out, where are you? It's me. I've been looking for you. Your father's been following me. I think he killed them all. Are you okay? And just a bunch of other, messages. Just seemingly a backlog of arcane messages sent to you that were all blocked from reaching your senses and are now just all happening at the same time.
It's like a backlog of sendings.
Yeah. pretty much.
Are they all? They're all the same voice.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I hear what the most recent message was, or was that the most
You do
recent
not.
message?
They are. Well, no. All of those statements I had just made were different messages over what you would assume would have been a pretty long time. Just all reaching your ears at the same time.
So what was the last one? Was it just that one where like?
Well, you don't get a sense of which one is first, which one is last. It is just all hitting at the same time.
Okay.
Does this all happen in like the span of a few seconds for us?
Well, Leo hears all of this, and what's it called? For Leo, this would happen over the span of maybe 30 seconds, as it takes time for the messages are all happening in real time. So you have sent and received magical messages before. It's just like you say something, and then that almost like audio gets put into somebody's head, whoever you were targeting. And then it usually finishes, and then the person who got the message sent to them gets to respond. And so you receive this message, or all of these messages at the exact same time. And you guys watch as Leo is just frozen there, seemingly not able to move. And all of the messages eventually end after like 30 seconds. None of them are super long, like that most messages can't be very long anyway. So
Alex,
yes.
So can you tell as a wizard if someone's trying to resist your spells or no?
Yeah, you can feel a resistance.
So this over the course of 30 seconds, has he been resisting my spell, the whole person?
Leo? Are you resisting his spell
No.
now, or are you just letting it hold you still?
I'm letting it hold me until the voices stop, like until I hear the end of the messages.
Okay.
And
as soon as the messages end, you feel a wave of almost open air, or like it feels like it's your turn to speak, but a lot.
Because I haven't felt him resist for such a long time, I'll let go of the spell.
Okay. And Leo, what would you say your expression of your demeanor is like right now as you're listening to these messages?
So Leo's just kind of like standing there, like he seems like he's sad, and he looks up, and I guess he just kind of talks out loud because he doesn't know if his voice will reach. But he's like, "Where are you now? Where can I find you? I'm safe. My father, he says, oh my god, what's his name? Oh, my phone's right there.
Kevin.
His name is Kevin.
What was the father's name?
Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I'm a fucking evil guy.
I forget what it was.
Your father's name?
Daniel's an evil.
Like Leo's father's name?
Leo's father.
Yeah, what he told you was Lucian.
Lucian can't find me, or Lucian can't hold me back anymore.
Stupid name. That's a dumb name.
Shut up, Owlin.
That's Beavis.
Oh, you hear... You wait a second, and you hear a voice.
It's grumpy.
Hold on, I need to think about this. Leotorin? Is that really you? Whoa.
And he's like, yes,
Are
yes,
you
it's me.
Well, because these messages are a little complicated. Hold on. Yeah, they have a certain word count. So I'm trying to count this out. Leotorin, is that really you? Are you okay? Why haven't you answered me until now?
Does Leo know how to respond? Like, how to respond?
Yeah, I'm just finishing up the message. I'm on the run. I can't tell you where I am, but I miss you. That's it. And you recognize the voice immediately. You know who it is.
And Leo just kind of like drops to his knees. And he's like, I'm safe.
I am
Lucian put a mental block on me.
Mm-hmm.
I will find you. Stay safe. And wait, how many words am I allowed?
That was 15. You have 10 more.
I have 10 more. Probably just 3 more then. Or no, 6 more. I miss you. And I love you. And that's it.
You get another message. I can't talk for long. And probably not for... Or probably not much. He's following me. And now he is going to be following you. Run. Hide. There is no stopping him.
Leo walks to the corner of the room where he put his biash weapons, and he's like, watch me.
Is that how you respond?
Yeah, that's how I respond.
You're gonna get us fucking killed.
And you sit there in the... the study room. And it's just silence now.
Hello?
I did not realize you were talking. I was so cold right now.
Oh.
Turn the heater up.
It's at 90 degrees. It's not freezing.
Dude, our room is gonna be freezing. Holy shit. There's no insulation.
You guys have a space heater?
Yeah, we space here in our room because it's not insulated. Idiot!
I have more jackets and stuff if you guys want layers.
Turn on the oven.
Oh, that's true. We can turn on the...
You're right.
It's been an idea. Alex, I know how we can generate heat. Let's talk.
That's what he wakes up for?
Andrew, you missed the most insane lore drop.
Oh.
What else are you doing? What else are you guys doing?
I don't remember.
Leo, are you okay?
Why did you invite us again? Dang.
You guys watch as Leo. You guys are all just like, wait, is Oliver there?
I can hear.
Okay. You guys all watch as Leo, his knees almost like a buckle, as he seems to almost like pass out, and his eyes roll a little bit. And then he stands completely straight and just looks around at all of you.
Did we hear him say the stuff he said earlier?
Yeah. And then he looks at his hands and just like inspects himself and looks each of you individually in the face for a small period of time. And just sort of nods.
When he sees us differently? Or he feels differently?
Do I get a sort of uneasy feeling from him? I don't really know the guy.
Make an insight check.
What's my insight on Eskarald?
+1.
So 10 total.
Is anyone else doing insight style stuff?
Does it seem like he's seeing us differently? Or like
Make an insight check.
he... Whatever.
Does he always look like that, Ara?
Inside. Can you roll a d20?
Typically.
Are my eyes all like blackened over or something?
4.
Oh no.
8.
12. Hold on, let me
12.
do this.
12 for Beavis.
Okay.
You have
Get more.
on your...
More. He just kind of looks dumb right now.
So Ara, you're not doing an insight check?
I'll prepare casting whole person again in case he makes any moves.
Sure, I'll do an insight check.
Alright. Insight checks for everybody. 5?
5 plus whatever I have.
Okay. +8. So 13. Okay, so none of you get a real grasp of what's going on with him, but whoever you're looking at and whoever or whatever is looking back is not Leotorin.
No phone is he get possessed?
Ew.
I'll
I'm
cast Hold
scared.
Person.
And Leotorin, your eyes...
I'll cast Hold Person on him.
Your eyes lull after Leotorin visually inspects all of you, almost like you're trying to remember the details of all of your faces. Leotorin, you come to after you were just talking to your friends. You were just telling them, you were just talking to your mother, and you just explained the whole situation, and then not even darkness, just now, like just a skip. And you feel like your knees buckle again, you start to fall, and you go to catch yourself, but you feel Eskarald's hold try to grab you again. Are you gonna... What's it called? Are you gonna resist, or are you gonna let it take hold?
I'm gonna resist.
It's a DC 16 Wisdom save, I believe, for Hold Person.
Just make a D20 roll. Your Wisdom save is +4.
Natural 1.
So, Leo, your body locks up as you go to catch yourself, and you just fucking full-on eat shit and face-palm into this carpeted floor.
It's the cardboard's...
Can none of us try and grab it before it happens?
And Leo, yeah, it's a full-on, like, imagine your knees buckle and you're gonna trip, and you're about to catch yourself, but then you can't control your body. He just full-on just folds and falls and slams his face into the ground. And Leo, you feel yourself.
Because that was super fucking weird. Did you? I know I went out here, but like that was weird. Was he normally act like that? Is he normally anything like a pretty chatty guy?
I go next to him and I go, Leo?
He nice. I'm holding him.
He can speak, falteringly, but he can speak.
Leo can speak.
Leo can speak, just falteringly, but he can speak.
Go fast.
It's cold in the back.
No. I feel air moving over my head.
Leo says he has a hold of me. I need to resist him.
Who has a hold of you?
That's right.
Lucian.
I cast Hold Person on him when he got all fucking weird. Yeah. And then he rolled a natural 1.
Can any of us, like, go into his mind and go, shoo, Lucian? I don't fucking know.
All I've heard of
Well,
I don't personally know.
Well, that's the thing. Leo, you... It's weird. Whatever force that was so immensely powerful that you didn't even... There was no... Oh, I'm starting to be possessed by something. It was just... nothing. That wasn't you.
It was a blue.
And the memory of, like, the senses, the sensory inputs, like the vision you had, the smell, everything, is slowly coming to you now. Like, you remember, yeah, I did that, but you didn't even feel like something was taking over. That was just it was complete and utter control over you. No resistance at all.
So,
Do I start regaining control over myself?
Physically, that's up to Eskarald.
Oh yeah, he put the thing on me.
Eskarald, are you still holding him?
Where is my check?
Sorry, we're all like trying to figure out what's going on. That's that. Getting really breathing in here.
Yeah.
Oliver?
what was the question?
Are you still holding on to
Are
me
you
with
still
that
holding
spell?
him with the whole person?
Well, no, I was asking if someone wanted to tie him up. I was asking if he normally acts like that.
Not really, no.
Well, okay, let's just let's hold time real quick. So, you put his arms like that, and then you bring his legs up, and then you tie his legs to his arms.
I'm tying up Leotorin.
I'll help.
I'm
So
sorry,
you guys,
Leo. It's for your
you guys
own
restrain Leo. Do you, once he's restrained, do you then let go of the hold?
I don't know what other spells I can cast because I'm on the computer right now, but I think I can. I've spent 4 points so far. I'll prepare. Can you go my spells real quick? Sorry.
354 degrees.
Scroll up, Eliza.
Assuming the lower number is what temperature it is in here. It's like
Okay, well, never mind. I'll prepare slow, just in case.
Alright.
And then I'll let go.
Leo, you feel your physical body back in your... Well, not that it's back in your control, that you're not being held still anymore.
So I'm not in control, but I'm not being held.
No, you're tied up. That's what I was trying to.
No, you're tied up, but... No, as... Like... There is no... Like, something is possessing me feeling. It's just you.
Okay. I look at everyone and I'm like, we need to find someone to help me control my own mind.
When I know this is a bit meta-y, but I just have an elaboration question. When Maki identified Leotorin, did he identify what spells were affecting him? Did Aura ever ask him, or did he just acknowledge that there was something affecting him?
He just acknowledged.
Did someone go and ask him what it was specifically?
Was it of Fey kind, or was it of Valkyrian
Did we
kind?
bring Maki in the room with us, or did we just like fucking leave him
I
outside?
assume
Yeah,
so,
we brought
unless
him
you
with.
guys left him out, yeah.
Oh, he was holding Leo's hand the whole time.
Alright, so is
So
anyone
are
asking
gonna-
Maki?
Yeah.
Because if it was Fey in nature, it could have been placed there to protect me from
So we could
someone
have just
in
fucked it all up.
Yeah, fuck.
Ask, what exactly happened since we walked into this library? You wanted to find answers, and now you're being all funny.
Well, I found my answers.
How?
All this stuff. Leo kind of explains all this stuff about my past. It was lost to me. I couldn't remember anything. Then suddenly, when Aura released the first spell on my brain, on my head, all these memories kept flooding back.
Aura, what spell
was-
did you release?
I don't know. I just
How did you find out there were even spells there to begin with?
well, I noticed well when me and Leo and I talk, he always expresses that he doesn't know things. So I thought maybe he had amnesia. And I was looking for a spell that would like bring his memory back, but then like I learned that like there are spells and like magic that can be cast upon people and that it's illegal to do so. So I went and I asked Maki if he could sense that there was like any magic like in Leo's mind, like suppressing his memories. And he said that there was 2 forms.
Maki? Is that what you
Yeah.
call the little fellow over there?
Yeah, what else would you call him? Do you have another name?
I don't know, like Jeff or something?
Maybe.
Well, a little Mr. Maki,
Hello.
hello, what did you sense when you identified him? If you would be so entailed to fill us into the details.
A very powerful memory modifying spell and a sending blocking spell.
That's
a sending blocking spell and a very powerful. Okay, there wasn't anything else.
No.
Okay. Well. Shit. I didn't bother to choose any ritual spells because I was going to get them with this character, so I don't have anything to use at the moment. But meow, hello. How do you feel, Leotorin? Do you feel better ever since you've been expelled? I guess you could say.
Does he no longer have a headache?
It's fading.
Interesting.
Could I try and ascertain what spell could have taken him over? Or at least think in my head what could have possibly happened right then and there, using, like, explain through magical means?
What? I mean, are you just trying to think very generally, or like through the lens of materia?
Through the lens of materia, because I'm thinking of like almost like a meta play right now. I don't know a spell that has Oliver that takes someone over a long distance, so this is either a new spell or something else. So I'm just trying to, but I exist in this world, so as a wizard I might know, which is why I'm thinking of
Make a materia check.
Yeah. Seven plus I think 8. I've rolled 3 7s today. 8 I think. So that would be what, 15?
Yeah. I mean, you're sure there's some very powerful, like, possession spells possible through materia, but that didn't seem materic in nature.
That was going to be my next question. Was it because as soon as you said that, I was like, wait, this is a bit different. Whatchamacallits. I don't know what Eskarald would know of psionics or pneuma. Or wait, is it? I don't know. Can I try and ascertain? Would you say any proficiency with that in order to catch that?
Make an intelligence. Just make an intelligence check.
Or did I just step on? Oh.
Wait, I can help him.
Oh, you can help me?
Yes, I could give you some information. The being that was attempting to possess my body or my mind or whatever was Dalkirin.
You
Does that
mean
give me increment?
what do you mean
Well,
Valkyrin?
The alien people.
Does that
You
still
mean
even
like
know what
the one-
Dalkirin is? I mean,
make a history or make a yeah. That's trying to think. History, psionics, or materia check.
I think I'm best at
They
materia.
might,
That's
they
a natural
might use
20
psionic
plus
abilities.
8.
Okay.
So 28.
Okay, so Dalekeer immediately ring a bell. They are essentially aliens from the plane of Joriat. They are. They look completely like human, like not necessarily just humans, but they can look like any sapient race.
Uh-huh.
Except they are like the genetically perfect version of that species. So
Okay.
they are presumably supernaturally alluring to other sapient creatures in that they look like the perfect specimen. They're historically very good actors and spies, and their whole thing was trying to invade. There was what was known as the Dalekeer War, which was just a full-on planar invasion of Eberron by the Dalekeer from Joriat, trying to take over Eberron, which failed thanks to the Gatekeepers, a Druid sect dedicated to fending off extraplanar attacks. But, you know, like, Dalekeer would essentially fall in, like, the same basket as, like, they're aberrations.
Okay. Well, my first question is, I would say that Eskarald is definitely bi. Is Leotorin supernaturally alluring to me?
Wait, what?
As like a new person, kind of just meeting him, is he? Does he have like is he suspiciously hot?
Leo?
That's the thing, he's not. There's nothing. There's nothing suspicious about it. He's a rather dashing gentleman, right? Like there's. Like, I mean, consciously thinking about it really hard, like, your disposition to him at a base had always been, at the very least, leaning towards positive.
Okay.
Before any interaction even occurred. Like, just, you know, as soon as you... Even from when you, like... I mean, I guess, because you would have seen his corpse for weeks. Not weeks, for like a week or two, while captured by the Ashbound, the Kindling sect of the Ashbound. But as soon as he was revived, and you know, he was revived in quite a badass manner, I would say. What's it called? You, from the get-go, you don't know if it was just the circumstances of, like, this guy was literally dead and the first thing he does is stand up from death, draw his blade, and get ready for a fight. You don't know if it's just the sheer, like, you know, that moment, or some supernatural power making you predisposed to liking him.
Wait, what?
No, not like love-like, just like...
Yeah, not just, like, necessarily you want to, like, get with him, just, you know, there is, like, a skew towards positive interaction.
And then my second thing I wanted to bring up is, you mentioned with my natural 20 I would be aware of a Druid sect that has previously fought them. would I be aware if they still existed in the world, or if they died out long ago?
They are much smaller, but they do still exist.
Okay. Well, then I'd bring them up and be like, hey, Mr. DM,
Yeah.
what were they called again?
The Gatekeepers.
So, I know of a sect of druids called the Gatekeepers I've heard of before that previously fought the Dalekeer. So if you're looking for some way to stop this, I guess we could go find them. I don't know how
Have I noticed this dude eyeing Leotorin?
Eskarald, has she? She has a very high passive perception, has she?
I wouldn't say I was checking him out, but more so just like, as soon as I was suspicious that he was part Dalekeer, I'm almost like being meta about myself and being very self-aware of how much I have been looking at him, which may or may not, in that moment, made me look at him more. So I would say it'd be pretty confusing. I myself have no intentions of going after him, but in that moment, I might have looked like it. Because I'm more so being like, oh shit, wait, no, am I doing this? Wait, is he? No, I don't. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
So I did see you, but I'm going to
in that moment, I was definitely
misinterpret it
checking him out
as.
to make sure if I was like,
Alright, just gonna
So I'm
pull this guy to the
misinterpreting
side
it,
and be
is
like,
what
he's
I'm-
fine. Yeah.
yes, you're misinterpreting.
I stand in front of Leo and I go, "We know the Gatekeepers.
Leo kind of breaks
We've
out.
met them."
Leo kind of
Oh,
breaks
really?
out in cold sweat at the mention of the Gatekeepers now, because now he realizes, uh-oh, I'm kind of what they're hunting. Sort
Well,
of.
they don't need
Kinda.
to know.
Well, you
How do you
guys
guys-
actually know, at the end of the Ashbound Rescue, what's it called? Fucking Arik gave you guys back the portal nexus and said that you guys have a job with the Gatekeepers.
Oh.
Which, canonically, this is taking place while you guys are getting ready to go there.
Oh, it's a precursor. Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Still, I think I should probably get this mental thing under control. So, I need someone to teach me how to put up my mental walls.
Is there any
Uh-huh.
green psionics here at the Vanguard?
That's an Agatar reference.
Um, I don't know. If this is psionic in nature, maybe I need to learn some sort of psionic spell to place on myself or something. Just in case that happens again. I don't want that happening again.
I mean, since your rebirth, we should say, you felt anything new at all with potentially blocked memories? Or are there any skills that you repossess that you previously forgot about?
That's a good question.
Alex, do I?
God?
We can talk
You
about
have a
that.
second
Leo.
piece. your-
Right now, I mean, that's up to Jimmy the person. If he chooses, hey, maybe I want to be a fucking scion now, sure, but if not, then no.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Let's hit the town up. See if we can find some sort of like ring or something, or like a helmet, something that I can equip that could protect me from possessive spells.
Wait, don't we have a ring of mind protection?
A ring of what?
Unless I'm confusing on my Baldur's Gate 3 campaign. I
I
swear to
think the
God.
option to buy one had come up, but you guys were like, we don't need that shit.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. I planned this shit. God, this is awesome. I've been waiting for this for so long. This is like what I did with Joey's character.
Is that a thing that exists though? I mean, if it came up, then it must be in the market
It's a
somewhere.
thing that exists. You know how long
Let's go
I've
check
been
it out.
seeding
Maybe,
this?
I don't know if I should keep myself tied up or not.
Well,
Because it'll look like a prison.
Eskarald was there, but I believe the last thing Arik told us after the rescue mission at his desk again, it was that we were due a reward, like a shopping session, funded by Vanguard.
That was for the well, I mean, yeah, you guys could. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he said, but
We can check at the end of the recording, but it was some kind of like, oh, we'll do a shopping trip, and then nothing happened. So that could be that. I don't know. Out of all the items you gave me for Eskarald, would any of them help him? Because I'm trying to remember. I know I have the boots. I don't remember what else I have.
Not that I can think of. So, I mean, let's think. Yeah, I mean, most likely we'll probably, if you guys are just gonna do shopping, we'll probably just end this side quest there, and then.
And I'm starting to like you guys. If I did a bad thing. I don't think I got caught, but I did go into the restricted section of the library. I didn't go too far. Daisy, how the fuck did you open up the door?
I thought you meant like you broke into like the girls' changing room at the Vanguard's headquarters or something.
No.
He would never
Leo
admit
would
to
be
that.
Upset about that.
I would never do that, I swear. Promise. Pinky promise.
It's colder out there than it is in here.
But I did break into the restricted section of the library, and they have 3 more restricted sections in that section of the library involved in materia, pneumatic, and psychic disciplines. And we could continue our research there.
Did you lift anything?
I didn't. There were a couple runes etched within the walls of the building and around the door. I didn't want to trigger anything
Amateur.
with your.
I could totally do that.
Arthur stumbled across me.
Alright, so what's the... Alright, so yeah, unless there's any last minute notes, I guess that's where we leave this off.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to try anything like go into the restricted section of the library, because I feel like they
As I
would
pass Ara in order to untie hogtied whatchamacallit, I'm going to try and lift her purse.
My purse?
like a natural.
I believe I have the gloves of thievery, which give me an increment to sleight of hand checks, right?
Go for it, dude.
My perception.
I have expertise in sleight of hand, so I'm in high dexterity, so I don't.
Go for it. This is out of nowhere.
No, she just said I was an amateur. I'm trying to show off now.
A love
It'd be really
triangle between Esteban.
Alex, what do I have on my character? Do I have gloves of thievery? I don't have the laptop anymore.
Like Leo.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you do.
Okay, what's my sleight of hand?
Plus 10.
Okay, what gloves of thievery add a D4 to sleight of hand checks, right?
Let's see. I honestly don't remember. Yes. So a D4 and a D20.
That's a 30 total sleight of hand roll. 18
Yeah.
plus 10 plus 2.
Lol.
Did you pee? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you lift her purse.
And then I'll untie Leo.
Alright.
I don't notice my purse gone.
Dude, your passive perception is high, but it's not 30 high.
And then when we leave the library at the door, I'll be like, amateur, you say, and then I'll toss the purse back.
Can I punch him?
If you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him right in the face.
Leave the Vanguard. Piece
We
of
gotta
shit.
roll an attack.
Oh, okay. I roll an attack.
Well, with small, unless it's like a full-on PC combat, Eskarald, are you like trying to dodge that shit, or are you like just eating it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking take a punch in the face.
Like a really punch, not in the face.
What was your purse?
The question is, did she even catch the person I threw it at her?
Did she have a purse somewhere?
No, I left my purse at home. Took my purse.
Just took one of her bags or something.
Her bag of holding. Even worse.
That's worse, dude.
No, my fucking bag full of stickers I collect.
Ara collects stickers. It's canon now. All right, yeah, but Jimbo, we should talk at some point. See if you maybe have any latent psionic abilities we want to, you know. That's up to you,
Ion
though.
transformation. Woo!
Oh,
Sorry.
All right, well, that was
my
fun.
God.
Okay,
I need to charge my phone.
goodbye, recording.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
It was fun.